My understanding is I'm taking Steve to meet Lou. That's what I've been hired for.
So what?
That my understanding is that's what when we're talking about backstories and stuff, I've been hired to take Steve to Lou, or Steve's character to Lou's character.
Oh.
But we're all heading south, and I need to go head south.
Yeah. And you and Cosimo are travelling together anyway, I presume.
Yes.
Oh, that's what to.
Was that the case?
Not as far as I'm concerned. I
Oh.
thought there was a lone wolf in it.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Listen, I'm game. Whatever you wanna do, guys. I'm
Yeah, we'll
I'll
need
be
to resolve. So we need to resolve this before we progress any further. I think so. We get his
Okay,
got his story straight.
that needs a backstory then.
So how do you wanna do it? What's your preferred way?
I mean, that's up to you, mate. That's your backstory. We did try sorting this out last week, and you weren't bothered, so I've gone ahead and decided that I'm going to be taking Stephen down on his own.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was kind of busy.
Yep, no problem.
I apologize. I don't know. I haven't thought about this.
So, I mean, Steve and myself, we obviously chit-chatted via full, and I think our backstory is fairly solid. There's obviously some weirdness going on with Threadany. She's...
Threadanishi, is that how we're saying it?
Threadany.
Threadany.
Yeah. Well, I went with Threnody, which is actually something specific, but then it ended up Threadany, and I thought, close enough. So, so there's some weirdness going on with Threadany. Steve's characters obviously hovering because there's something weird going on, and let's just say that trying not to advertise our presence, but it's not. Let's just say that because she's relatively young and just kind of effectively out of noble girls' school kind of age, probably not integrating too well with locals. There's a lot of presumption there of background and upbringing, and people are servants or they're nobles kind of stuff. And so Steve's been sort of hurrying to catch up, just in case of stuff of which you may or may not be aware of. Yeah. And that's probably about it.
My story, TLDR, is mercenary. But I was a bounty hunter, and I'm still looking for a mark from way back when. The way I penned it was Steve was going south. He wanted somebody to go south with him, so I said yes, I'd take him because I was going south as well, and he could pay for it all.
Okay, I like to join into this regarding Steve's character. I have worked for them in the past. Also, happy to do things for money, and at the moment I'm really short for money, so I'm looking for a job.
You could be his retainer.
If you want me, if you pay good enough, yes, I'll do it.
I've told Istan and Dan that I'm off to find a sword, but I'm meeting my sister in a pub on the way down to south, so that's why I need them. But I don't talk about family matters, so I haven't told them anything about my sister.
Oh, this is going to be a nasty shock then.
Well, we were under the impression that we were going to meet your sister in this pub, so
Yes.
that's why we're here, weren't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you know.
Okay. Cool, that's fine with me. We can work with this.
Okay. So details regarding Cosimo's reason for being here are still slightly sketchy, but I'm sure we can fill them in.
Well, sketchy may be useful.
Yes.
Yes. For you can twist it any way you like. And you know, there
No,
the
no,
story there.
no, Istvan. Istvan,
Yeah.
you twist it any way you like.
No, I'm sure you Phil can take advantage of this, you know.
Well, if you don't, I will. Okay, you were a bum boy in a brothel and you
No, 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 no,
escaped
no.
your
We are not going there.
servitude
This
and
is
you've
your
got some
dream.
6-foot trannies after
No,
you to
no, no,
try and
no,
get you
listen.
back.
No, this is your dream, okay? Fulfill it if you wish. But no,
Hey, you
Cosimo,
let me use my imagination, you're in deep trouble.
no, Cosimo wasn't involved with anything like that, okay? Robbing people and you know
Those little hands get everywhere.
and scamming them and all kind of things. Yes, I am. And stealing, but nothing like that. That's
I mean,
not my
maybe although Balak is usually works alone, maybe at some point recently Cosimo's sort of just attached himself to Balak
Sounds well.
in an annoying but can't get rid of him fashion.
Yeah, I think I follow him like in what's that TV show? I'm brain dead. I'm sorry. The from the Polish novels. It was a big hit on Netflix.
Oh,
You're going to have to give us more clues.
I thought you were going to say Littlest Hobo.
No. There's this main character, and it was filmed in Hungary. It's based on a Polish series, and there's this main character, The Witcher.
Oh,
So the
Oh,
bard,
God.
the bard in The Witcher.
oh right, yeah.
You can't get rid of him. That's me.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds good. Yeah.
Don't you know it's based on a Polish?
Yeah.
Novel.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was actually filmed in Hungary.
I didn't know we were filmed in Hungary now.
When they entered that the wizard's garden,
Yeah.
and all the naked ladies there. I mean, in
That was
real
your
life,
place.
No. That's like 50, 60 miles from where I came from, less than
Alright.
that. And it's a botanical garden, and it's not inside that tower or anything, but it is really, really, beautiful. It's been there for hundreds of years.
So yeah. I think that sounds a good fit. If you're happy with that, Dan, that is not officially, is sort of unofficially part of the group. He just kind of kept turning up, and tagging along.
Well, I guess he's tagging along with me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Despite the fact you tried to lose him on occasion, he
Multiple
somehow
times.
manages to find you again eventually.
I call him Stan.
Call him whatever you like.
Yeah, you can go. Yes, whatever you like.
Okay. Anyway, I believe we'd so last session you'd arrived at the inn and settled into this nice little oasis of comfort in amongst all this sort of desolation and decay that is the general countryside around here. Being given a warm welcome by Fazoo, the innkeep, and you helped and you sorted out a little disturbance, an unusual disturbance in the inn when one of the patrons, a lone traveller, turned into some kind of monster and proceeded to kill one of the other patrons, and you jumped up, stood up and sorted it and put him to the sword eventually. Although Balak nearly bought the farm in the process. So yeah, saved by
Bought the farm?
Cosimo.
Bought the farm. I've never heard that term before.
You know,
Haven't you?
you never heard bought the
No.
farm?
Bought the
You were
farm?
going to say bit the bullet.
No, bought the farm is when you take a dirt nap.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
Bought the
yeah.
yeah, and Cosimo saved your life.
Yeah, and you're ungrateful.
On the other hand, Fazoo was very grateful and offered you free board and lodging for as long as you wanted to stay at the Pale Shepherd, and he even treated you with his sort of under-the-counter alcohol that he kept for special occasions. And so eventually all the mess was cleared up. Body of the monster was burnt on a pyre outside. The body of the old guy was killed, taken out to the barn, where the authorities are going to be informed at the first opportunity, which is likely one of the infrequent patrols that come up and down. And so now you're retired to your beds in the common room upstairs. Although, despite it being a common room, it's well laid out, well attended, nice comfy beds. So yeah. So you're
Is
retired.
my character already there?
No, your character's not there yet.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you've retired, snuggled up in your beds with the storm still blowing outside.
Oh, can we have a good sleep?
You can indeed. So, from the moment that sleep takes you, troubling dreams come. You are borne aloft, flying through rank, humid air, carried by unseen hands. Below, the land is dark and cracked, dotted here and there by twisted trees that writhe like the hands of people in torment. In the distance, you can see a dark shape that towers above the landscape. In shape, it resembles a human form with a massively distended abdomen, but its entire length is covered in writhing tentacles and fanged mouths. Though it is leagues distant, you can tell the entity is enormous, larger than the largest city and vast as a great mountain range. Terror fills your heart and your soul at the realization. Then your course abruptly changes, and your unseen bearer turns, carrying you away from the distant horror. Ahead, the sky grows lighter, and you can just make out an ornate gateway flanked by fluted marble columns growing larger as you approach. Beyond the gates is a pastel sky, warming from pink to dawn gold, and there, sitting between the two columns, regarding you with cool green eyes, is a cat. Let me get rid of the rain. Okay, right, you find yourselves deposited on the ground immediately in front of this gateway, while behind you hear a dire flapping sound as your bearers fly away.
There's all of us.
Not Threadeny.
Not Balak either.
Why not?
He doesn't sleep.
You're still there.
Okay. What can we see?
You can see. All you can see is these fluted marble columns with this sort of landscape beyond through these columns. It's we are a pinkish gold sky and like some sun. What you presume is like glow from some unseen sun somewhere. Elsewhere around you is just like this grey nothingness, and in front of you, sat in between these columns, just in front of this gateway, is a cat.
I move to approach the cat cautiously.
Okay, you can make a intelligence check, I guess. Intelligence? Yeah, intelligence.
Just a straight intelligence check.
A straight intelligence check. Yeah.
Ability, yep. No, 1 second.
Or
sorry.
would it be
No.
wisdom?
Oh, too late. What did I
Intelligence.
roll?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, right. You approach it and then you pause slightly as it sort of dawns on you that it's identical to the cat that was asleep in front of the fireplace in the inn.
Oh, wow. Does it notice us? Is it Got its eyes on us.
It's staring directly at you.
How far is it?
How far is it? It's only about 10 feet from you.
And is it a normal size cat?
It's a normal sized cat.
Is it anything unusual about it? You know, eyes, whatever.
It looks like a normal cat. It's got its eyes of a really sort of unusual green colour, but probably the most unusual thing about it is that you get the sense of like of an intelligence behind the eye, in the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try speaking to the cat?
Well, yeah, you can try speaking. I presume you can speak.
Hello. Well, I'll just ask him, what is this place? Sorry, I presumed his gender.
Okay, right. As you say that to him, suddenly your mind's assaulted by a flash of like images in your head,
Okay.
and you can make a your choice. You can make a investigation check or a insight check. So your choice entirely. And that's everybody. Well, apart from Thread, and he wasn't there. So that's Cosimo and Jalhan as well.
What do I need to roll?
You're either an investigation check or a insight check.
Is that just a D20?
If you should be able to do it from your character sheet. If you go to those skills, click on those skills in your character sheet, it'll bring up a roll window to do the roll.
Okay, insight or what was it?
Insight or investigation, whichever you prefer. Obviously whichever is the better.
They're both the same.
So one's intelligence, one uses intelligence, one uses wisdom. Okay.
There you go, 4.
5 altogether. It's in the chat window, the result. Cosimo as well.
Yeah. Insight, yeah.
Insight or investigation.
Investigation, no. Yeah.
I
Whichever.
would go for investigation, please.
Okay.
I done well.
Okay, so to Cosimo, there's just this confused jumble of images, whereas Jalhan and Balak are able to like piece them together, and as you do, it's almost as if there's like not quite a story, but they begin to make sense, and there's almost words that sort of attached to them, although you don't hear a voice. It's like it's constructed in your head. And so this is what you learn from these images. Apparently from the cat, it tells you that these are the gates of slumber, doorways to the land of dreams that none may enter without a silver key. Also, my name is Zakwa. I am a cat of Ulthar, and I have come to you with a dire warning and a plea for aid.
Go ahead.
So, okay. So, of course, Cosimo doesn't understand any of this. Right. So again, your heads are assaulted with this jumble. Jumble of images again. So you can make another roll. Same thing again. investigation, or insight. That's all three of you again, even if you didn't make the first one.
I done better now.
Wow.
Suck it, cat.
Okay, this time Jalhan can't make sense. He's not able to decipher what's this cat's trying to explain to him. Whereas Balak and Cosimo, strangely enough, can. So Zakwa says to you, Fazo is not what he seems. He is a secret worshipper of the goddess Shub-Niggurath and is responsible for the madness and murders that have recently gripped the region you are currently in.
How do we know this to be true? How do you know this to be true?
Good question. I cut in.
Okay, right. It says that he has been. He makes it his business to follow the activities of the Black Goat, which is Shub-Niggurath, and Farzo's activities drew his attention.
Sorry, just completely out of character. Is my keyboard clicking coming through?
No.
Stop worrying about it then.
Okay, so there's another flurry of images, and you can make another check. So all three of you can make another check.
Yep, I'm on it.
Okay, Cosimo can't make sense of this one.
Oh my god.
Oh, is that everybody's?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, none of you can make any sense
That's
of
why I
this
love.
jumble of images.
Any kind of wow, just one image or anything like that?
So there's all sorts of things. There's like there's jumbled pictures of the inn, of barrels, of cobwebs, of Farzo, and it's all as you trying to concentrate, and it just makes you feel physically sick and dizzy. But there's another before you're able to recover from that, and you're bombarded by another series of images, and you can make another check.
Can I?
Well, you can try. The three of you.
There's a question. No, no intimidation.
Okay.
Would it be possible we use D10s instead of D20s? It's not going to have anything against
I think that might make it worse, actually.
You'd end up with 3.
all three of us. Yeah.
Okay, so Jalhan and Cosimo can't make any sense of what's going on at all. It's just becoming more and more confusing. Whereas Balak, you're able to piece together this next sort of series of images, and Zakwa tells you that there is a secret temple and laboratory in the subcellar where Farzo concocts his potions and poisons with which he conducts experiments on unwitting travellers.
Poisons and potions in the cellar. Shit.
He warns you to be cautious of Farzo's hospitality.
What if I said, can I just ask the cat a question? We've
You could
already
try.
been, accustomed to his hospitality quite a lot. He plied us with lots of drink and alcohol. Are we alive?
You can make a check. You can all make a check if you like.
What kind of check?
Same thing.
Okay, we go.
Here we
Oh.
go again.
Okay, so nobody, only Balak can understand. So Zakwa doesn't respond. There's just this feeling of concern.
We might be dead or dying. Can
And
we?
then then it says perhaps it's possible that Fazo created antidotes.
Hope so.
Okay, and then there is another brief bombardment of images, and everybody can make a final check. Woohoo!
Oh my god, this cannot be true.
Okay, Jalhan is out of the loop altogether. He has no idea what's been said, and this is just giving him a massive headache. So whereas Cosimo is able to piece a few things together, and Balak, and from this last bombardment of images, Zakwa informs you that Fazo is also keeping a dangerous creature, one or more dangerous creatures in the subcellar.
How big is this subcellar?
With that, without another word, Zakwa gets up, flicks his tail in the air, and steps through the archway and just vanishes.
What did you call them? Archways, sorry.
The archways, it's fluted marble pillars, like sort of
Yeah.
Greek.
Sorry, I think I went to Kinos. Wake up in surrounded by fields. Yep, right, thank you.
Okay, right. All of you hear this like yowling, like a loud yowling of a cat, and let's see. And Cosimo, you can feel like it feels like needles in your chest. You all suddenly snap awake. And you're in the beds in the common room of the Pale Shepherd. The cat is sat on Cosimo's chest, pawing and clawing at his chest, and as he opens his eyes, it leaps off and leaps off his off his chest and runs out of the room.
I swear after him for her.
Right outside, you can see the storm still raging, and you can hear something else. You're not sure what it is at first because it's hard to hear it above the wind, but you can eventually you're able to make out somebody's banging and battering violently on the door to the inn downstairs.
I think we should move to investigate. I can creep down if need be.
Okay, what's everybody doing? So Balak's going downstairs.
I will join him. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go downstairs as well.
Okie dokie. One moment.
that noise? Still there?
All right.
Is everybody still there?
I am here. I'm here.
I am here.
Phil's disappeared.
Okay, so you can it's much louder now. You're downstairs. It's much louder. There's like somebody banging at the door, and you can hear a faint female voice trying to raise itself above the noise of the storm outside.
Can we let him in?
Do I recognise the voice?
Yes, it's faint, but it sounds like it could be Threadeny.
It sounds like my sister. Let's open the door. Gonna go and open the door.
Yep. Okay. Right. It's barred from the on the inside, but you're able to remove that and open the door.
I can't move.
Oh, no, you can't. You can now. We were all paused.
You see a small female in a travelling cloak step inside, dripping wet. Can't see much at this point, except you can tell she's dressed in very fine clothes, carrying a lamp, like a storm lamp thing, light away, and she's shaking a sort of cloak off and everything. Seemed mildly pissed off that she was stood outside in the rain. Says something along the lines of, took you long enough, you lazy sods, to open the door. Been out there for ages. The hell is this place?
Greetings. This is my sister, guys. This is Balak and Cosimo, and we're having a crazy night.
Oh God, I don't have time for your bullshit. I need to dry off, sort myself out. I need to get some sleep. It's been a very, very long few days. Is the inn safe?
We might not want to stay here. We might want to move to another area. Some really strange stuff has happened here.
Oh, God, stop being such a girl, man. I'm sure it can't. We're not going out in the storm. I am not getting. I'm already soaked down to the bone. I am not going out there again. So just get over whatever little namby-pamby issues you got. We're staying.
I'm going to go fine and dismiss her, and then I'm going to try and get Frazzle, wherever he is, to light the fire for her.
Okay. Well, there's no sign of anybody in here. The fire's just burnt down to a few embers, and all the other lights have been extinguished.
Okay, then I'm going to relight the fire.
Oh, is there a fire here? Which part of the room is it in?
It's on the east side. There's a fireplace.
I can't see.
I'm going to take a seat closest to the fire once the fire's up.
Well, you know, she doesn't wait for you to mess around with tinderbox and nonsense. She just spins her fingers for a moment, and you just watch a fire start in the fireplace.
Show off.
I
Shrugs.
beckon the other two to come and sit. Not so much the new party member.
She starts hanging like traveling cloaks, and just like a random assortment of stuff. You guys have traveled for a little while. You've been around. You've seen stuff. She's clearly not a seasoned traveler. There's like highly inappropriate stuff. Things are in like sacks. There's like no backpack here. You know, you pretty suspect there's like a handbag at one point has been carried through this downpour. It looks like a random collection of stuff that could be carried easily without any real thought to camping. That's like a foreign concept at this point.
I'm going to say to you, I can see you still letting Mother dress you.
You just get an evil look.
I whistle as loudly as possible at Jalahan and Cosimo, and I click my fingers, point at the table, as if I'm beckoning 2 dogs to come and sit with me.
I obey. You know, I mock him behind his back, but I obey. You know, I mimic his gestures while I'm walking to the table.
I'm just going to turn and look at you, 'cause I'm stood there
but
anyway.
only when he doesn't see me. Okay.
And the question on everybody's lips is, what the fuck was that with the cat? We all saw each other, right?
I don't know. I didn't make head or tail of it.
You were there. We saw you. Whether or not you made any tail of it, you was part of it.
Oh no, I had a dream about a cat, but I think that frazzled dude might have spiked us last night.
That was no dream. Whatever that was, there's nothing that could have made us all have the same dream at the same time. I'm pretty sure that was a Dreamlands cat, and they are not to be fucked with.
He's upstairs, isn't he?
He is upstairs.
Can anybody speak to animals?
He's actually prowling around across the top of the bar.
I reiterate, they're not to be taken lightly. Whether or not their current form takes that of a cat, they can be formidable in the wrong circumstances. And I think we should take everything that's just been given to us very seriously.
I'm hungry.
Especially.
I'm hungry.
Me too. I'm always hungry. I'm a halfling.
And Threadeny gets up and walks into the kitchen to look for food.
Okay.
Oh, you noticed that she's just left a big pile of stuff on the table behind her.
Do we know where this sub-cellar is, Phil? Because we did have a wander around it very briefly. It was a bit sketchy about letting us into the back. I wonder if that's why.
Unless you know where it is.
He did let us into this room behind the bar. Well, he didn't. Jalhan just decided to let himself in there.
Yeah, so that's where the kitchen is.
Okay.
Yeah, and I walked around outside. There's another building over here.
Yeah, so there's a few built out buildings. There's like a barn, and a stables, and an outhouse.
Well, I'll just put it to the group that I'm not accustomed to being drugged. That didn't feel like we were being drugged. That felt real. I had no idea half of the things that the cat was spouting, what it was talking about. Gates of Slumbar, Shub Niggurath, the Black Goat. I didn't know what it was trying to tell us, but it was trying to tell us something. It was pretty persistent.
To go to it or to stay away from it?
Well, Fazo sounds like a piece of shit as far as this cat's slinging.
Okay, so let's see if there's any horses in the stables and then get out of here.
Did you say Threadeny was going to the...
Looking for food.
Yeah, so
kitchen.
She's gone through to the kitchen.
14 was a perception check. I figured you'd be asking me to do.
Okay. So I presume she just lights the fire in there as well, does she?
Yeah, just twiddles her fingers and lights it.
So, just to be crystal clear, the cat told us not to accept Fazo's hospitality, or to be wary of it at the very least. Be cautious of Fazo's hospitality. And then we've just literally spent the past 3-4 hours eating and drinking with him. I questioned the cat and Zakwa on whether or not we should be worried, and he turned around and said perhaps it's possible Fazo created antidotes. if you want to run away, there is a distinct chance we might die.
Okay then, so let's have a look. So should we be searching for antidotes then?
Yes.
Okay then, let's search this building thoroughly.
We've been warned about Farzo keeping one or more dangerous creatures in the subcellar.
Any food in the kitchen?
So the kitchen's sort of well equipped and it's nice. It's well looked after. It's clean. There's a few on the east wall between the two doors. There's a few boxes and sacks that contain dried goods, but nothing that really constitutes anything that looks appetizing on its own. By the south side, there's a set of steps leading down to a basement.
Ooh. There's always good stuff in the basement. I go hunting food.
Looky. What's somebody else doing?
Can I join him with hunting food? You know, one of my favorite things to do.
Well, you can go and head over to the kitchen if that's what you want to do. What's Balak and Jalhan doing?
I'm going out. I'm going to check this place, search for an antidote in here, and then I'm going to go. Like, do I have to make a roll?
What are you doing exactly? Where are you going and what are you doing?
I'm searching the tavern for an antidote
Okay, so
that might not exist.
Searching this room first. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay, so that'll be a perception check, but just a moment, just let me find out what everybody else is doing. So Cosimo's going to the kitchen, Jalhan's searching the main room of the bar. What's Balak doing?
Given the outline of the building, was there any indication whether or not there was a cellar? You can see what you can see.
Yes.
Okay.
I think there's a staircase in the kitchen that goes downwards, but I'm not sure.
Is that the case still?
Well, you can go in and
I've not seen that.
Well, I would say that pretty much every building in that day and age would have a basement because it's cooler and things stored there last a lot longer. But,
Okay.
you know, I mean, it's almost like a safe assumption there's going to be something.
I am going to take everything the cat said as gospel and search for this subcellar, starting with the kitchen.
Okay. Right. So Balak and Cosimo are in the kitchen. Jalhan. So Balak and Jalhan can make a perception rolls.
Just in character, I'll let the people know, I'll let the party know that I'm not supposed to dream, so that was an entirely alien experience for me. I can put myself in meditative states whereby I pass time and do mental exercises, but having someone intrude on my thoughts and put them images on me is alien to me.
Why don't you sleep?
Someone else.
Oh, don't elves sleep? Sorry, I haven't read about elves at all.
No, me neither. Until about half an hour ago. That's fine. So, what were it? Sorry, Phil. Perception.
Yeah, perception roll. Yeah.
Okay. No.
Nice. Oh wow, look at this. It's all coming out now.
Okay, right. So neither Jalhan or Balak find anything of interest. Other than Jalhan finds like a hidden, concealed sort of cupboard under the bar where Farzu was being kept that bottle of special alcohol that he kept. That he kept for special occasions that he shared with you last night.
Can I take the bottle into the kitchen and give it to my sister to look at?
You can. Well, so you go. By the time you get into the kitchen, Threaden is not there. Right, Cosimo. You've searched around the kitchen, desperately looking for something to eat, and like Threaden here before you, you find nothing that's appealing.
Okay, I mean,
Right.
If there's no food,
Meanwhile,
there's no food.
Meanwhile, Threadeny, so I've got one name on the character. That's weird. You find yourself in a dark, pitch black basement.
Cast dancing lights.
Okay, right, as lights sort of dance around you.
Well, no, I cast
Oh,
it.
right.
But yeah, you're right. Everything's lit up. There's like 4 blobs of light floating about.
Yeah. So yeah, the light, the balls of light, they throw shadows across the basement, like poking through gaps in shelves, throwing sort of weird, twisting shadows against the walls. So there's lots. It looks like some kind of storage. It's used as storage, as you'd suspect with a basement. So there's lots of foodstuffs down here. There's dried meats hung from hooks. Various like casks of different sizes holding like ales and wine. Yeah, so general. It looks like it's general storage for like food and drink, as well as a few other supplies.
Starts browsing for something to snack on, like apples or,
Okay.
maybe some cold meats, pre-cooked meats or something.
Okie dokie. Did Cosimo say we're going downstairs?
yes, I said I would, try my luck.
Okay. Right, so Cosimo 2 heads off down into the basement, so you can see it's lit. It's, as you head down there, you join Threadeny, who's already snacking on some salmon and apples.
Okay.
That she's laid out on top of a barrel of a tablecloth.
Very neat.
Can it be a trap?
Well, Threadeny.
I meant laid out food.
No,
No,
I
she-
did it.
she's
Threadeny did it.
Yeah, she did it.
Oh, okay, sorry. I missed that part.
No,
That's fine.
she just found some food and laid a posh little table out for herself.
Yeah, made a picnic.
Picnic.
Okay, so yeah, you busy yourself picking up. There's plenty of food down here: bread, fruit, like I said, meats, dried meats and stuff, as well as fresh stuff. What's Jalhan and Balak doing?
Go on, you go first.
When I came in the kitchen, I didn't see my sister here. Then I'd probably asked Balak where she's gone, and then followed her down into the basement.
Okay. Okay. Right. So Jalhan heads down the basement after Cosimo, looking for his sister. What's Balak doing?
Has everybody gone downstairs?
Yeah.
Then I will. One sec. Right, no. What's the room to the north? The door to the north.
It's a door. It's to the outside.
Looking at it, I can see it leads outside.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
actually outside, yeah. Unless there's some weird trans-dimensional distortion of some kind. Yeah, it leads outside.
I will look. I'll take a quick look around the bar to make sure nobody's following us.
Okay.
On, you know, all these fires and noises not woken Fazu up. And then, okay, is that okay?
So yeah,
Wonderful.
no sign of anybody.
Okay, I'll follow.
Farzo's
I'll
room's
follow.
upstairs. Well, it showed you where told you where his room was.
Yeah. Well, I will follow everybody else downstairs.
Okay. So you all congregate in this basement area. Probably about half the size. No, actually, it's probably about the full size of the footprint of the building. Like I say, it's big storage area, mainly food and drink. There's also other supplies and things down here.
Once Threadney's had enough food, she might grab some wine if there's some decent looking stuff lying around. And then she'll head back upstairs, taking a light with her, so if you guys want to be able to see down here, you're going to have to sort yourselves out.
Before, I'm going to say to you, I found this is the wine that dude gave us. Can you check it out and see if there's anything dodgy with it?
Not an alchemist. What kind of dodgy?
I can taste
Magical
it.
dodgy or
I can
magical
taste it.
dodgy or chemical? If it's chemical dodgy, I can't help you. But if it's magical, I can check for magic.
Can you see if there's any magic on it, and then we'll give it to Cosimo to drink.
I'll try it. I'm chief taster.
Didn't you taste enough of it last night?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same bottle from that Farzo gave you was giving you drinks from last night.
Well,
Can
you know,
halflings detect like stuff in drinks and that?
you know,
Yeah, if it tastes good or bad, that's all.
And did you not notice anything about this last time when we was drinking it last night?
No.
Other than it tasted good.
Yeah.
Okay, is there any magical on it, or is there anything dodgy about it?
can't. Like I said, I can't tell if it's some kind of just chemical potion. I'd have no idea. But I can cast detect magic, so she casts detect magic, which will be anything within 30 foot that's magical.
Okay, right, and you can nothing. There's nothing.
Nowhere in the building within 30 feet.
No.
Nope, no magic in here.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna check down here for an antidote, see if there is anything down here.
Okay.
Because Balak said that we need to find an antidote.
This is the first time, by the way, that you're actually talking about poisons and antidotes
Yeah.
in front of Threadney. So she's like, "Hang on a second. You
Yeah, we
telling me
might have got
it was
poisoned last night.
God, how did you live this long?
It was free beer. What do you expect?
Expect you to show some restraint."
You didn't have to fight what we fought last night.
Were you fighting again? You know how you get when you drink too much. Why do you drink too much? You
It
just
was
start
before
fighting.
the drinking. We did the fighting, then the drinking.
Drinking is
God.
good. Drinking is good.
God. Honestly, I think these commoners are rubbing off on you.
Oh, well. You pay extra for that.
You just get a blank look. Total blank look. So what are you looking for then? There's no magic within
An
as far
antidote.
as I can tell. So if it's a chemical poison, not a magical poison, then the antidote's going to be chemical as well. And unless it's labelled antidote, how are you even going to know what it is? It could be anything.
Well, let Cosimo drink everything. I don't know.
If it give it a go, anything, literally.
Okay.
And everything is drinkable once. As they say.
Threaten is quite fine with this. If the little person wants to get himself killed, that's fine.
Balak puts his hand up and says, look, you're obviously not brought up to speed on where we are. We stayed here the night waiting for you. While we were here, we were attacked by some crazy guy that skin rippled and turned into a monster. He attacked us, we destroyed him. I might have had a little sleep in between. We then got plied with drink by Fazo, the innkeeper, and we all passed out roughly around 2 hours ago. At this point, just before you turned up, we all shared what was like a dream / experience, which again, I'll iterate, I don't dream, so this is really, really kind of important, and we should put some emphasis on it. We was approached by a talking cat called Zakwa. He told us to be wary of Fazo. He was a disciple of Shugarath. He makes it his business to know about people in about the Black Goat, which is Shugarath. Be cautious of Fazo's hospitality. At which point we was curious, because we was worried because we've just been drinking with him all night. With this question whether or not we were dead or dying. It's possible that Fazo created antidotes, is what the cat told us. So that's why we're looking for an antidote, just to fill you in. And he also let us slip that he thinks that Fazo is that this talking cat called Zakwa Fazo is keeping one or more dangerous creatures in the subcellar. Now, as it stands, we are in the cellar. Subcellar says to me there is something underneath here.
So yeah, also that Fazo had been experimenting on travellers.
Oh, sorry. Balak pieces together poisons and potions in the cellar. Yes. Whether or not we didn't find it. Have you found anything in this cellar?
Nobody's really looked yet, so
Okay, let's start investigating then, lads. And lady.
So Arcana roll for do I recognise what they're describing? Has it shown up in my books or any kind of learning that I've done over the last few years?
What is it you're querying?
Well, you described a guy who just kind of started rippling and then kind of transformed into this creature that you then had to fight. And then and then I was going to do a separate roll for either history or whatever full thought appropriate to see if I recognized any description like the cat's name, the goat thing's name, just the experimenting on turning things into things kind of stuff.
1 second. Just having a look.
I mean, it's pretty dark, and you are dealing with a level 1 wizard character, so it would not be unusual for her to know nothing about what you're saying. You know, magic school is not exactly worldly wise.
What were the roll?
Just 15 Arcana, just on the body transformation stuff.
So you've heard of transformation magic before. So it's possible it could be related to that.
They didn't describe it well enough because I can't actually remember exactly what happened. But didn't it grow extra limbs as well?
Yeah, so like tentacles and like eyes and like mouths, like all like just burst like abscesses all over his body and all over these tentacles that that grew out of his back.
Okay, so relaying that information to Threadney. Does she recognise what we're talking about?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't. It's not. The description doesn't sound familiar, but then that's not unusual to. Doesn't really surprise Threadney since she's not really experienced much beyond the walls of a family estate and the school that she attends.
So, history check then. I'm thinking for the other stuff, the theological type stuff, the cat, the pearly gates, the being carried on winged creatures, the long lying down humongous creature with tentacle things all over its body, and is there like a mythology there or something like that?
Mention of Shub-Niggurath.
So yeah, you think you've heard of some vague mention of something called the black goat. That's some kind of some like really old nature deity or something.
Nature Day.
Good, bad, indifferent.
You're not sure. It's you're not sure if you got your information right, but you seem to remember it were all tied up with like animal and human sacrifice and weird, just weird stuff like that.
Okay. Sorry, my laptop just warned me it might have to reboot, so if I suddenly disappear, that's probably what's happened. Okay, I mean that was a 25 on history, but appreciate that simply might not know enough at this point because it'll all be out of books. So. Yeah, well, I just say sounds like information that's consistent with nature deity, but why someone following that would be transforming people into tentacle monsters, it's just God, weird. Well, why don't we just find the sub-basement then? That would prove things one way or the other. And if it proves things, then maybe we need to worry about your antidote then. If we don't find any sub-basement, then you all just had some kind of fevered alcohol dream. And it's all good.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Cast more light blobs and sort of send them around the basement to light it all up.
That's
Okay.
the most intelligent thing I've heard in the past 3 days.
So what are y'all doing then?
Looking for this sub-basement, Phil.
Okay, so anybody who's searching, you can make a perception check. Okay, right, you spend a good half hour searching every inch of this basement, and you find nothing. There's no sign of anything at all. You've moved barrels and shelves, and there's nothing.
Well, there we go. Right, it's late. I need to go get some rest. It's been a long day.
Is there a picture for the basement?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go back upstairs then.
Okay, right, as you turn to leave, the cat starts yowling from somewhere in the basement.
Can we see it?
Yeah, it's sat in the one of the far corners of the basement.
I'll look at the big strapping men around me. Point towards the cat. Come on,
I'm
then.
gonna say
Come
to
on.
so I was gonna say to Balak, what's he saying?
What's who saying?
The cat.
You can talk to cats.
He spoke to it when we was asleep. I didn't know if you could understand it now.
No, I can't hear
It's
anything.
going meow.
What's the cat doing, Phil?
It's kind of sort of sat. It's sat on this in this one corner, near this one corner of the cellar, and every so often it gets up and sort of just walks around in a circle, going meow, meow.
Double down on searching on where the cat's screaming.
Okay, right. Right as you come over, the cat seems to gets excited and starts like scratching at the floor. And even though you've all checked here at least 2 or 3 times already, but you give it another look, and this time you're about to give up again, and you notice a catch hidden in the gap between the flags, and as you depress it, the whole like 5-foot section of the floor drops a few inches and then slides to one side, revealing some ancient looking stone steps leading down to the dark.
I'll move
I'll
forward the
send-
cat, Phil.
I'll send some dancing lights down the stairs ahead of us.
Okay, right. Well, you can see the steps go down about 10 feet or so, and into like a small room or a corridor. You can just about make out the edge of an old wooden table.
Is there anything on the table?
Can't tell from here. You can just only see the edge, just like because the angle of the steps.
Okay. Cautiously move to investigate, Phil, checking for, traps or anything like that, slippy steps.
Okay, so just you going down, yeah?
Well, I can see without light, so yeah. Sorry, dark vision. So I ain't got a problem walking into the dark. Was that just me?
Just one moment. 60-foot your dark vision, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Where are we?
Well, there's a string of lights, and I can have them up to 20 foot apart, so I can sort of have them almost like a row of lights, one where we are, and the rest all the way down.
Okay, right, we can put a light down there then. And what light? How much light do they give out?
Each one gives a 10-foot radius, I believe. Just double checking for you.
Not 20.
4 blah blah glowing orbs in the air. Each light sheds a dim light in a 10-foot radius.
A dim light.
Yeah, dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Okay. So it's no bright light.
The only restriction is I can move them up to 60 feet within a range of 120, but each light must be within 20 foot of another light.
Yeah.
So yeah, like just a string of them, start to finish would be like what, 4 times 20, 80 foot. I could do like an 80-foot long chain of them. But yeah, the light around each one is 10-foot radius, so it's like 10 foot, 10 foot, so 20-foot block from end
Not much
to end.
maths in D&D.
Well, it's surprisingly useful knowing how to calculate volumes of spheres and knowing what a radius and diameter is, that's for sure.
Just going to lock my dog in 1 second.
So yeah, so I could make sort of a column of dim light, effectively 100 foot long. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So a bit while Dan comes back. The rest of you doing anything while you're waiting, while Ballet's going down there?
I like to stuff my face, with anything I find in my bag, drink, food.
All right, all right, okay. Stocking up on supplies.
Yeah, and eating and drinking as well.
Okay, okay.
I love my stomach. When I was little in that unwritten, backstory, I was starving, and I have lots to catch up.
Marvelous.
There's plenty. There's plenty of fine, surprisingly fine food to choose from.
Why is the food so nice here in the middle of nowhere in a dodgy place? I don't understand that.
Possibly because, out of character, possibly because well-to-do travellers don't go any much further than this inn.
Yeah, but they've already said that this is like an area. This inn's in an area that you wouldn't go to unless you had to go there for something.
Yeah, but
It's like it only it's like the workers on the farm. They're the only people that really use this place, or so it was said. So it's like it's kind
yeah.
of like a trap place. It's like it's trying to catch rich noble people walking past.
You mean it's like Hotel California?
Maybe.
Yeah, so it's described as a oasis in a landscape of decay and desolation.
You see, in cybersecurity, this would be a honeypot.
Yep.
Come to me. I look so welcoming.
It's definitely sus.
The
I
thing
suppose.
is, Threadeny chose this place. Whether she knew or knows about it, or just heard about it, or what.
I'm going to ask you why you chose this place.
I just asked someone where I could stay on the road south. An easy place for people to find. That's all it was. If we find there's something untoward here, I would like to take the time at some point to go back to this acquaintance and voice my displeasure. Anyway, Threadney says, "Excuse me, I'm going to stay back here and let you big brawny types go down into the dark hole in the ground."
Oh, I'm going to go down the hole. Who's down in the hole at the minute?
Just Balak a minute, so we're just waiting for
Yeah, just waiting for Dan.
Dan
Okay,
to
I'll-
return.
I'll go down there as well and wait.
Anyway, while we're waiting, I suppose the siblings can have a quick catch up. So they won't have seen each other for a while. You know, asking about favoured retainers.
About what?
Favoured retainers.
Yeah.
Horses, you know, the horses doing well. You know, have they finally decided to stop planting in the south fields?
No, not the South Fields. I don't know. It's like, I know that I'm estranged.
Oh yes, you
Because of our
mentioned.
parents.
Yeah, you mentioned, sorry. So I suppose, you know, have you spoken to our parents recently?
No,
Guessing not.
not for a long time.
So you've been out carousing then?
Yeah, I went to fight in the war, not in the war, but I went to fight certain places to learn how to be a fighter. And then I came back because you needed my assistance.
Gotcha. So, trying to be subtle. Threadeny will sort of give you like a shorthand version of a bit of background. You know, you know, who you'll probably recognize the names of the nobles because, you know, all the inbreeding. Everybody knows everybody. You know, it's like they're one of their daughters. You know her as a bit of a poisoned dwarf, or you may have heard rumors. Try to throw her weight around. Things got a little out of hand, and yeah, it was a perfectly above board little duel, magic duel, but got carried away. Hence the scar Threadeny's got in her face. But you should see the other girl in the ground. So,
What was
yeah,
it? So was it a magic duel or was it like a weapons duel?
well, magic. The one of the draw cards for this particular finishing school was it had a department for magical studies. Turns out I'm quite good.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, well, graduated me a couple of years early, get me out of there before retribution arrived in the form of the noble family who was a little upset. One of their offspring had gotten iced. So here we are, trying to dodge rich and powerful enemies.
So did you actually finish the school or did you just run?
No, they had. I was told I'd passed all requirements and I was graduated. They even gave me a scroll that's somewhere in my bag that says I'm all done, and then they shoved me out the door. They didn't want to piss off daddy or mommy, so they decided to graduate me. For them, it seemed to be the easiest route. Graduate me, kick me out. I'm done with school. Not their problem anymore. They didn't have to hand me back to mother and father because I'd graduated. So it was kind of up to me what I did next. So when mummy and daddy come hunting for me, they can just say, well, she graduated and we sent her home.
Yeah,
It's
and now
time.
we're heading south to find a new place, away from all them nobles.
Yeah, we're just trying to find a place where they won't find us for long enough that maybe they'll forget that I blew one of their daughters into smithereens by accident. Let's just say that if they decide to rebury her, they may need a closed casket. It was a little unexpected.
So you're, of course, privy to all of this discussion, Cosimo.
Well, I mean, he's short and he's a commoner, so as far as Threadney is concerned, it doesn't matter what I say in front of him.
Yeah, listen, I'm like a shadow, stuffing my face in the corner, and I'm listening to a conversation, but I learned to keep my mouth shut. I'm not saying anything, not triggered by anything. This is the nobles. This is not my business. Above my pay grade.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Because Cosimo knows us as well from growing up, I believe.
Yeah, I done business for your, family in the past. Things which other people wouldn't be proud of, but I don't give a monkey.
well, Threadney, you're a commoner, so as far as Threadney is concerned, she can say what she likes in front of you, because, that's how she acts around cooks, cleaners, valets, butlers, they're just like background.
Bottom of my backpack there is a notebook. I update it every night.
Right, Dan might be returning. Or not. Oh, there we go. There's a body.
Hello.
Hey,
So, full down in the deep dark basement where nobody wants to go.
Yeah. 1 second, I've just lost one of the video feeds. There it is. What's happened? That. Then that. Okay. Wait. Right, yeah. So you descend down these steps. Steps are sort of well worn. They look like they've seen a lot of traffic over the lifetime, but they're clearly really old. Far older than the building above it.
So the building below came first. Something was built on top of it.
Yeah. You could make a maybe a intelligence history check, maybe, or an investigation check.
All of us.
No, just Balak at the moment.
15.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, it's not your your area of expertise, but you'd get a rough
You can
guess.
quite clearly see that something's built on top of it, different brickwork.
Yeah.
or something
So
like that.
this construction under this construction under this subcellar or whatever it is like, look, is easily hundreds of years old, if
Okay.
not more.
I
Anyway,
can see the north and south.
so you're in. You go down, descend to the bottom of these steps, and you find yourself in a rough-hewn chamber. It's featureless, save for an arched doorway above a sturdy iron-shod door. The door looks is considerably more recent than the rest of the construction. It's maybe just a few years old. There's a series of strange characters carved in the stone above the archway. Just at the bottom of the steps is a small table that's got a collection of candles on in various states of use. Some of them are unused, some of them are like just a little more than a stub.
Can I investigate anything around the table? I'm guessing.
Sorry?
Looking at the table, is that just used for illuminating the room?
Yeah, so it's just literally just like a little side table. It's just really put these candles on.
Cool. I will.
So while you're
Cautious.
looking at that, Jalhan appears. Let me bring him downstairs. There we go.
Make the fingers on lips movement at him, and then point at the door.
Okay, so to Jalhan, everything's quite. It's only dimly lit down here, so you can't see very fine. You can't see to the end of the
I'm
corridor.
I'm gonna light a torch.
No, it doesn't need to see. It just needs to see me pointing which way we're going.
Okay, then I don't light a torch.
Whereas Balak, due to the light that Threading is put down here, it augments your natural vision, so you can see as if it's daylight down here, or in this area where you are anyway.
I don't want to move out of his sight, so is there any chance we could move in formation? So
Yeah.
basically what I propose is I step in front of him, tell him to follow me. If he's going to follow me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow.
I'm cautious about approaching this archway, especially with all the lettering runes above what it says. Can we see what it says, Phil?
Not from here. You'd have to be kind of next to it. It's quite worn, and some of the stonework's damaged.
Okay. If video games have taught me anything, it's that all these hexagon-shaped foot tiles might trigger a trap, so I'm going to move cautiously towards the door,
Okay.
pulling Jalhan with me if he'll come.
Okay.
Want me to move or?
Yeah, you can move yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I'll move
I
towards
can't
the
see
door.
anything, by the way. Is there another floor?
Yeah, there's another floor. Yeah. So so meanwhile, so Threadany and Cosimo are still in the actual basement. So although Threadany, you can see the light that you put down there, both Jalhan and Balak disappear from sight from the limited bit of the corridor or room, whatever it is that you can see.
It must be a very steep angle, straight down, so as it were.
Yeah, I'm not worried. Down there looking, I'm sure they'll shout if they find something.
Okay.
So, do we see anything by the door?
Okay. So. So yeah, you can see this. There's these strange characters carved into the stone above the archway. You can make either a Yog-Sothory check or an intelligence history check.
Me as well.
Yep, you can. So you can just make them out. It's all like it's essentially black and white, but it's carved characters, so you can see them.
Nice roll.
Nice.
Pretty good.
Okay. Right. So Jalhan, you've no idea. It's nothing that you've seen before in your studies at home. Balak, you do sort of have some vaguely recall what they are. It appears to be characters from like an ancient language called the Aklo language.
Well, let me start typing this again. Aklo.
You're able.
Does it have any kind of resonance with me? Is it like sparking fear or anything
So
like that?
it's a really ancient sort of supposedly pre-civilization language that's got lots of sort of bad sort of connotations and connections to evil practices.
I mean, this all kind of fits in with what the cat was saying, that
Yeah.
Fazo is no good. And behind this door will probably lie big bad evil. So,
So you both, as you both stood there as well, you start to feel a little bit uneasy. It's as there's like it's like there's this oppressive, almost malign atmosphere to the place, and you almost constantly feel as if somebody's that sensation of somebody staring at your back, like eyes, some unseen eyes burning into your back. Every time you turn around, of course, there's nothing there. If you want to make another history or Yog-Sothory check, you might be able to decipher a few of the letters from your limited knowledge.
just a flavour, we'll try Yogg-Sothoth.
Okay, no, you don't know. You pick out a couple. You pick out a couple, maybe an S. What might be an S and a T, but you're unsure of the rest. But like I say, this sensation is just
oppressive and overwhelming.
yeah, and it doesn't as much as you try and reassure yourself that there's nothing, there's nobody here.
Is this the
doesn't
same
go
feeling
away.
that we had? Is this the same feeling that we had when the guy upstairs did his mumbo jumbo?
No.
Different kind of feeling.
Yep.
Okay. We are too strong. I recommend we reconvene upstairs and warn the others about what is impending and what we're about to do.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Okay, so you're going back upstairs.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, okay, so Jalhan and Balak emerge from this sub-basement or whatever it is.
Well, anything?
You notice them sort of every so often, almost involuntarily, glancing over the shoulder as they come up the steps.
Downstairs there is an archway with a door that's quite new. It has an inscription above the door. I don't know what its contents are, but I'm pretty sure it might be Arklow in nature, and that can only mean bad things and evil practices. There is some bad shit happening behind that door. And while we were down there, there was an overwhelming / oppressive feelings. Like something was constantly watching us. When looking at the letters, there could have been an S, there could have been a T. At a pure guess in the dark, I'm guessing it might say Shug Nagarath, but that is pure guesswork. I reckon we group up, ready up, and go see what Fazol's been up to behind that door. Because, as far as we know, he's the one that's causing all this plague of pestilence and all this local countryside, all these farms and stuff that we've been told about that's going under.
Well, one
Especially
common
when
is
this-
causing all this.
He's not a common. His inn's, an oasis in a sea of shit. Something's not right here. Something's not adding up. And I'm going to put Farzo in the centre of it all, especially with the dream cat talking to us and pushing us down here.
Do you want to roll the persuasion? Because
If you don't want to come, you don't. It's up to you.
yeah, no, she's going to stay inside where it's nice and warm. Oh, are you just trying to go down and explore this locked door in the basement?
No. Years and years of fighting baddies have told me there's something big and bad behind that door. And if you
Sorry,
have to
so you're not.
we're partying. We're partying up and we're going behind that door. We're going to fight whatever's behind the door. We've
So,
been told
so,
there's big
so
bad
the
guys.
answer is yes. You're going downstairs to look what's behind that door.
Absolutely.
Okay, right, cool.
If you
Yeah,
don't wanna
that's
get
fine.
You don't want to get your dress mucky. That's all on you.
No, she wants to come look at these symbols that clearly you're not intelligent enough to decipher.
That's all. Get your dictionary out, sweetheart.
You get silence.
She got spell books, not dictionary.
Oh, she's curious. She wants to see what this is.
So what are you doing
Can
then?
head downstairs, go take a look at these super hard to decipher characters.
Okay, what's Cosimo doing? Is he stuffing the last bit of food into his bag and following him downstairs?
Yes, after I finish chewing the last bites, I will follow my masters and I'm sorry, whatever they pay me, however I call them, and I do what they want me to do.
Oh, Threadney says, oh, just hang on, I just want to grab my crossbow. trots back to the pile of equipment in the dining room, the common room, and grabs a crossbow and shoves the daggers in a belt, and comes trotting back with the lamp.
Okay, so you got a lamp now.
Yeah. Saves me having to concentrate on a spell.
Okay,
Lamp says 40 foot of light.
yeah, let's give you a
45.
light.
45 foot radius light. So the crossbow's loaded, lamp in one end, crossbow in the other.
Lantern, hooded lantern, yeah?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and you're having it open up because you can set him to bright light or dim light, can't you?
Yeah, it'll be bright.
Okay. There we go. Let's
Yeah, I
pull
can't
everybody
see it.
down. No, you can't yet. Let's pull everybody down. Oops. Take a moment. Okay. Let's change this. This should be different now.
Where's the entrance?
It's behind. It's just behind.
East, west, north, south?
To the north.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Just stand in the doorway. Doesn't
Yeah.
want to be close to whatever.
Just
gonna
just off the north edge of it. I had to like, there weren't a map for this, so I had to build it up from like pieces.
Gotcha.
Okay,
I mean,
so you're in this small sort of antechamber. There's a small sort of side table, rickety old side table that seems to be purely there to hold candles for purpose of providing illumination. Like I said, there's ones, some of them are new and not being used. Others are in stubs of various sizes. At the far end of this area is a stone archway which is sealed or closed off by a wooden and iron bound door that is obviously much newer than this chamber, which looks centuries old. And in the stonework of the archway there is carved some unusual characters.
can you read them?
You can make, if you want to try and decipher them, you can make a Yog-Sothory or a intelligence history check.
I'm guessing that.
Threadney has no idea.
What were you saying, Princess?
Just garbage. Doesn't mean anything. Go on then. Open the door.
Ladies first.
Don't be stupid.
Like I say, after you've been down here just like a minute or so, you start to feel this really sort of subtle but oppressive sensation. Almost like that sort of malign atmosphere, and the sensation of constantly somebody behind you watching you.
And he starts getting jumpy, looking back up the stairs. Make sure no one's following them.
So are we opening this door that I'm stood next to?
Well, that's what we're here for.
Okay then, I'm going to open the door if they're going to stand at the back.
Okay, it's locked.
Okay, can I kick it open?
You can try and force it open.
Are there any workable locks, Phil? Are there any workable locks, Phil?
Yeah, there's a lock.
Okay, can I try and pick it?
Okay.
Options. No. Inventory. Thieves tools. Use thieves tools.
Okay, right. You feel like you almost had it, but yeah, it doesn't unlock.
Are there any cracks that could be looked through?
No, the door is like really. It looks like really solidly construction, despite the fact that the stonework being old. It's been the door's been made to like fit it like really snugly. There's some gaps, but nowhere near enough to to allow you to look through.
Okay.
The keel's probably the biggest gap.
Speak through the keel
I-
then, Phil.
Right. Well, you peer through. And you can't really see anything. You can see there's a space beyond, but other than that,
Maybe we need to find a silver key or something.
What silver key?
I don't know if I know it, but they were talking about a silver key beforehand. But the dream thing. This might be that door that we have to open.
I believe you can keep retrying the lock with lockpicks. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
And, obviously, if you mess up, you can potentially break your picks. Oh, wow.
That landed on the line. I've never seen that before. But of
That
course
looked
it does.
fine. Looked fine here.
Can I?
Somewhere between 2 and 18 for me. Literally on the line, 50-50.
Can I have a go at it?
Who are you asking?
Anyone? I mean, can I try the lock or not?
I don't mind.
I'm not
You
going to
need-
stop you.
I don't have my tools with me, so you have to give me a tool set for it. Is that okay?
You're asking me.
Well, you're the one with the lockpicks.
Yeah, you have the lockpick. So would you lend
Yeah,
them
of
to
course.
me?
Feel free.
So the only problem I have, I can't see my slave of hand because of my computer size is smaller, so I can't scroll it up. So
I didn't realise it was sleight of hand check. I thought it was thieves tool check.
oh, okay. Sorry, in other games they let us.
No, use a sleight of hand. Yeah,
Oh, sorry, right, fine. Then I'll do sleight of hand check then.
but that if you've got a thing, there isn't a check for thieves' tools. So if you've got that's what I'm saying. If you're clicking it, it'll be using sleight of hand because that's what thieves' tools use.
No, my tool check is +5, whereas sleight of hand's +7. But anyway, I'm not.
No, you carry on.
Yeah, so to pick a lock, it's using sleight of hand.
Well, I was about to say in that case, if
You
it's
just
two
need
different,
lockpicks.
if it's two difference for Balak, then the first roll would have been 17.
17.
If that's high enough.
It's not lockpicks, thieves' tools, isn't it? Maybe I'll just double check.
Yeah, I just thought if you have the tools, you add your bonus to your.
Get double proficiency in sleight of hand because of expertise.
Right.
So expertise
Wow.
with the tools gives you a double proficient. Is that what it does?
It should do, yeah, but I didn't. I've just been clicking on.
A set of
I've not got-
tools, small for blah blah blah. Perhaps most common tools, components, history, investigation, perception, set trap. Tool proficiencies. If use of a tool and skill are both apply to a check, a character is proficient with the tool and the skill. Consider allowing the character to make the check with advantage.
Okay.
This simple benefit can go a long way towards encouraging us to pick up a tool and proficiencies. Added benefit. In addition, consider giving characters who have both a relevant skill and a relevant tool proficiency an added benefit and a successful check. This benefit might be blah, 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 blah.
Got +7 in sleight of hand, and I'm double proficient in, or should be double proficient in thieves' tools.
So that'll give you double your proficiency bonus then, won't it? For using when using your thief tools.
So double
believe-
proficiency, I would have got 19 then.
I'm just gonna. I believe that's how it works. I'm just going to double check. Pick a lock. You have to have thieves' tools and be proficient with them. You can attempt to pick the lock and add your proficiency bonus. You have thieves' tools and expertise with thieves' tools.
Mhm.
You can attempt to pick the lock and get to add twice your proficiency bonus. Yeah. You have thieves' tools but aren't proficient with them. Yeah, so there's lots of different things. So you'll have thieves' tools and you're proficient with the thieves' tools, aren't you?
Double proficient in the thieves' tools, and I have double proficiency in sleight of hand.
Double proficiency in thieves' tools.
Sorry, not double proficiency in thieves' tools. That's in something else.
No, I'm
Sleight
going
of
to say
hand.
that. I don't think you can do that.
No.
So you're proficient with the thieves' tools, which gives you lets you allow twice your proficiency bonus. Yeah, so you basically add twice your proficiency bonus to your sleight of hand it's a dex check. I thought it were a sleight of hand check.
I thought it was sleight of hand.
Yeah.
So the actual roll is a dex roll plus twice your proficiency modifier.
The first roll, depending on how you're counting it, is somewhere between 17 and 19. If that's not enough, I'll just keep rolling until the
It's
bus
alright, I'm just sleight of hand. Whenever you attempt an act of legerdemain or manual trickery, such as planting something or someone else's concealing an object, make a dexterity sleight. Also, oh yeah, so that's for sleight of hand is for sort of sleight of hand. It's not related to lockpicking at all. That's something I misunderstood. So yeah, it's picking locks is just a dex skill, and that's improved by having. So there you go. So what that would have been. So what would your check have been then?
17.
Right,
Double
17.
Sorry, double proficiency.
Yeah. So that successfully unlocks the door.
Click. Step back.
So yeah, if for your interest, where's this? This is how lockpicking works. I thought this was in conjunction with sleight of hand, but not. I'll stick it into to whisper.
Does it just go off of your dexterity then?
It does, but it's not as straightforward that. So it depends. Let me see. There we go. I've just put it into whisper. So it depends. There's different. The chances of doing it are like complicated by different things. So if you're proficient with thief tools, and if you have thief tools, if you don't have thief tools, but yeah, potentially anybody can try and pick a lock. But generally, rogues are more likely to be better at it by a long shot.
Okay, cool.
So there, yep, you unlock it.
Click. Voila.
And then step back out of the way.
I've had it.
Well then, hurry up. I don't want to stay down here for too long.
I need to press the button. I'll pull my short sword out and I'll go through the door.
Well, you're going to open it first, or you're just going to you're just going to go through the door without even looking?
Just peer through the crack first if you get a chance.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, I presume you're going to like open the door and look before you just. Okay. So there is a long, featureless corridor. You can't see. Let me see. So you can't see all the way to the end, but about halfway down on the right hand side of what you can see of the corridor from where you stood, there's some kind of figure or statue that's draped in cobwebs. It's like a weird humanoid statue, almost like some kind of twisted looking gargoyle. It's got sort of horns and spikes protruding from its head and its shoulders, and all sort of seemingly at random from different parts of its body. But it's just, like I say, you're not sure if it's some kind of like weird gargoyle type statue or something. Like I say, it's just there with cobwebs draped over it.
Yeah, there's another one. Okay, fine.
Right, so Balak, where from your position you can see another one on the closer to you, but on the opposite side, on the left-hand side of the corridor.
I'll grab Jalhan, knowing he can't actually see very well down here, and pull him back.
Okay.
I'll take lead on this. Here we go again.
Well, no, my lamp has a 45-foot radius, so the light carries till after the second statue, but no further.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't see what you can see. Obviously, I can only see what I can see.
I
And
can
figured
see
my-
the
my
door.
dark vision. I figured my dark vision. But
Yeah, I can see a door on the far end of the hallway.
Yeah, so can Balak. Jalhan can't, not from where he stood. So yeah, from there, Balak, with the light, because now Threading is stepped over, and the light from a lantern shines down the corridor. And you can see there's two of these statues or whatever they are,
I'll signal.
and another door at the far end of the corridor.
I'll signal military style to figures. Can I do that?
You get stared
And then-
blankly.
Yeah, I'll just shake my head and just carry on walking forwards cautiously towards the one on the left,
Okay,
or
let me
the one on my right.
Let me see if I can get a picture of what you can, a better picture of what you can see. Where are we? Ow! Oh. God, that hurt. Right, as you move closer, you can see that if they are statues, then the workmanship is like beyond anything you've ever seen, because it looks lifelike, it looks alive.
Oof, that's ugly.
But it's just completely motionless.
I'm beckoning Jalhan to come with me. Can we move as one? So we both move south at the same time.
Looks ugly.
Yeah, I'll follow that. Balak.
I suggest we move parallel, side by side, as opposed to single file.
Why is that? You can see, I can't. I don't. I can't even see these statues, can I? So if you're leading, you'll need to go in the front.
So
You should be able to see in the light of the lantern.
so if you select your character token, you'll be able to see what they can see.
You can see what you can see.
Famous sentence, I feel. Hate it as kid.
So, Phil, can we move down one space together? Can't grab.
Do you want me
Balak
to
and
do
John
it?
at the same time. Yeah,
Alright,
please.
Okay.
Can you see now? Steve, can you see?
Yeah.
I can only see. I can see like 2 red circles and some cobwebs.
Okay. So the first red circle between me and you is what we're cautious about. That's why it's on your side.
If you zoom in, you'll be able to see. You can just there's a little like a small portrait to represent the thing that was in that picture.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my sword drawn.
Okay. Right. As you draw, sorry.
Move to investigate.
Okay. Right. As Jalhan draws his sword, the nearest one, its head sort of slow, imperceptibly at first, but it slowly turns and looks at you.
Yeah.
Who
fuck
sees
that.
this?
Well, anybody who can see that first figure, statue, whatever you want to call it.
Pretty much everybody then.
Yeah, I think the only person who can't see it is Cosimo. No, not Cosimo. Can't really see it from there. I can only just see the edge of it.
Can Cosimo move forward?
You can move yourself forward by all means. Yeah, where do you want to move to? There you go. Get a pretty decent look. You can see you there now.
Yeah, I can see. Thank you.
Okay, what are you doing?
I pointed it. True strike.
Okay. True strike. Extend
Now
your hand
just-
and point a finger at the target range. Your magic grants you a brief insight into the target defense. On your next turn, you get advantage on your first attack.
And then I'll just shout out, "Eyes up! It's going down!"
Just one moment.
Like how in this world I have no idea what any of these creatures are. Can't even guess.
Okay. You will just show me off his homemade holster for his Mando pistol. Blew all his money on it.
Nice.
Well, the pistol or the holder?
The pistol is Tracy's made the holder out of an old handbag.
Nice.
Anyway, sorry, what are you doing? So you done that, cast True Strike.
I'm ready to poke this thing in the face as hard as I can.
Okay.
We're not getting caught short again, like with that guy upstairs.
Right, what's everybody doing? Well, I'll tell you what everybody's doing. We shall, regardless
All
of
initiative.
whether this is a thing or not, we'll switch it into initiative.
Yeah.
Yeehaw! You know, best thing to do: fight on full stomach.
I roll a 1.
You must have done. Uh-oh. At least you rolled a 1 for initiative and nothing else.
I thought I had a +1 on Dex. Double check.
I'll just shout back to Threadnear.
Oh no, I don't.
Go on, Twinkle Fingers. Time to win your keep.
Okay, first to act is Jalhan.
I'm going to swing at his head with my short sword.
Okay, well you have to step forward first then. So you're going to step up and attack it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, still moving everybody. Okay, right. Roll and attack them.
Oof.
That's not an attack, is it?
Just a minute, somebody's let one of the cats in here. 1 second, back in a moment.
I think you rolled a Dex check.
Yeah, that is my attack. Because I'm a fighter, so I can use my dexterity for my attacking, I believe.
If you look in your actions, you should see your weapon.
Yeah.
Click your weapon, and then click standard roll. Then it'll appear inside the chat on the right. Then you can click attack, and then if it hits, you click damage.
Okay. Wow, that's a miss.
Oh my god!
That's a
That slid on
fumble.
as 19 and then swapped at the last minute.
Yeah. Typical.
Okay. Right, I have plans to sort of introduce some proper rules for the critical misses. Critical, like, you know, the fumble rolls on skills, but I'll not do that today. And sort of finalise, decide what they're going to be. Right. Okay. So yeah. So Jalhan swings and just missteps and almost drops his sword.
Who's next?
I believe it's me.
Cosimo.
Does
Yeah.
Jalhan got any bonus actions or anything? Is that his ender's turn?
I don't know.
Do you have any bonus actions, Steve? Like a second attack with an offhand weapon or something?
Me?
Yep.
I don't know.
Do you wield 2 weapons or just the one?
No, I use one because I get a bonus for just using one.
Okay. Cool. I was probably done then.
Fighter, second wind, riposte. Got riposte. When a creature misses you with melee attack, you can use your reaction to expend 1 superiority dice. Oh, do you get superiority dice yet?
Yeah, if you're martial
Yeah.
adept.
Alright, yeah, it goes to you. Right, okay. Anyway. But that, no, so he's got nothing, no other actions. Right then, so next to act is Cosimo.
I like to point my hand crossbow into this monster and shoot at him.
Your hand crossbow.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. So there's a couple of intervening targets, particularly Jalhan. So there'll be so it'll give it quarter cover. So if you miss by that amount, there's a chance you might hit Balak or Jalhan. But go ahead.
This is a risk I'm willing to take.
Excellent.
Why is it not?
Fucking halflings.
This is not the correct
Yes, we know you have a crossbow. You need to use it now.
Oh, it's half cover, isn't it? Not quarter cover. Don't do quarter cover. It's just half or 3/4 or total. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they get +2.
Yeah,
No, you're
I
doing
don't
the
know
same
if you-
thing. You're doing the same thing over and over. Just
It's
Don't
you've
you
got it. You've got your attack and damage button.
yeah, you click the button.
Are you clicking it in actions or in inventory? Because you need to click it in actions.
It's there in the text window. You've got your crossbow. It says with the attack and damage button.
I'm clicking in actions and it rolls up So I lose the hand crossbow straight away. I can't
It's-
see anything rolling.
It's in the text. It's in the chat window. It puts it into the chat window.
So if you look in the chat window, there may be a button there for you to click on.
There's in your chat window.
okay,
There's
okay,
so
I
when you
got
put
it.
it puts into there. So you got your attack and your damage buttons.
Yes, on D&D Beyond, you open the characters. So did I roll a 5? Yeah, whatever. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm done with the attack. So who do I hit?
Oh, right. So so roll. You need to roll 2 more attacks. Roll to see if you hit Balak first, because he's first in line of sight.
Sure.
Well, I mean, that's such a poor shot. He'd basically miss everything, wouldn't he?
Well, potentially, he might shoot. It's not a complete. Yeah.
That's 5. I mean, there's like a point.
Well, yeah. I suppose he has missed by more than the. Yeah. So yeah, it'd be a complete miss because it's not within the 2. So yeah, that's a
Yeah, yeah.
complete miss.
Okay, after this,
So there's a crossbow bolt just goes ping off the wall,
Sparks.
probably at the
You know-
side, just at the side of Cosimo.
so how do you pronounce Steve's character's name? Jalbar?
Jalhan.
Jalhan. Okay, so I shout to Jalhan that you may die tonight, but this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. And I give him bardic inspiration.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I'm done for the turn, Phil. Thank you.
Okay, and Bardic Inspiration gives him. If you click on it, it'll put it into the chat so you can see what it does.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Oh, it should do anyway.
Who's next?
Right, so next to act is one of them.
Well, it's more than one.
Yep, there's 2 of them.
Oh, that's just unfair.
Right. Right, the thing down the far end of the further down the corridor gives this strange, sort of almost animal-like shriek, and charges straight towards Balak.
I make any kind of jumping save so I can see it coming at me. Just let it run at me.
Jumping save.
So Jalhan, so it crosses through Jalhan's threat area, so Jalhan can make a reaction against it if he would take a reaction against it if he wants, and do attack of opportunity.
So they've
How
ignored
do I do that?
Jalhan. Sorry, carry on.
You just make it's just a normal attack. It's a bonus attack you can get. You can use your reaction. You have a reaction action that you can use for various things, and in this case, you can use it as an attack.
Yeah, because they're like brushing past you, so you've got the chance to just like stick a sword out and have a go.
And you've got your bardic inspiration to make sure you hit it if you want to.
Yeah, but you can choose to use that after you roll your attack. And if you're like close enough, you might want to use bardic inspiration just to give you that extra little boost to try and hit it if you want.
Not on this roll.
Okay, I just can't hit anything. I don't even know why I'm a fighter.
Join the club.
Okay, right. As it charges past you,
Oh wait,
miss-
wait. If it's that bad, maybe I just stick my sword into the wall and it runs through it and decapitates itself. Can I make a luck roll?
no.
Rule of
Nice
cool.
try. The sword's
Think
not
you
that
are
long
selling
anyway.
the
You've only got a short sword for one thing. Right, so you swing at it as it dashes past you, but you miss, and it charges straight at Balak. Oh, I'm gonna look at that one.
I'm curious why it went for Balak and not the closer target. Oh, that's not the one in front of
No.
Jalhan.
No.
It's the one on the other side. Okay, gotcha.
Where are we?
Yeah, I'm basically just stood in the corridor, flying my sword about everything and hitting nothing.
These are some unusually low rolls, that's for certain.
They always seem to be low, but then, like, I think it was last time, it just kept rolling high.
Yeah, I mean every number's a 1 in 20 chance, so you know.
Right, it charges. As it charges at you, it lowers its head, but its horns catch on the brickwork of the wall, and it like knocks its aim off, and it misses you at the last minute.
Phoo-wee.
So, is it prone or anything like that? Has
No,
it fucked its
no,
son up?
no, it's just missed.
Alright,
Okay.
who's next?
Next to act is Balak.
Now you see, I have already pinged that one for attack. However, I'm just going to attack this one instead.
Yeah, so that's the one's got a. The other one's got a thing on it. Can I put a? I don't think I've got the thing to put a.
It only lasts around. Don't worry about it, Phil. I'm going to attack that one.
Yeah, I can't remember if I've got the thing where I can put like round trackers on stuff. On a thing. Maybe I didn't put it on yet.
So, 1 second.
No, just got
So I'll attack the thing if you come to me.
No.
Uh,
Okay, right. You swing at it with your or rather poke at it with your rapier, and stab it. No, just a little bit.
I've got another attack as well.
Or are you two-handed fighting?
No, it's what's it called? There's a feature that the rogues get.
Stabby stab.
Yeah, stabby stab. What's it called? Feature. Sneak attack. Because he's next to Jalhan, I get 1d6 extra damage as well.
Oh, right.
Ooh,
Nice. Nice.
10 damage, Phil.
Okay. Okay. Right. That's you done there.
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, no.
Oh.
There's a bonus action.
Yeah.
I've got a dagger. Can I crack him with a dagger as well?
Yeah. If you can use it, if you can do that.
It's two-handed fighting, and anybody can do it as long as they've got. I can use a bonus action to attack him with my dagger, but I don't get any kind of proficiency or anything on it.
No. Okay, that's a miss. Okay, so the other one. So the one facing Jalhan. Let's see. Right. It sort of flexes its arms and gives a shriek, and these thorn protrusions from it suddenly extend and like rapidly extending, like engross and wrap and start wrapping themselves around Jalhan.
Has it done damage to me?
No, it's attempting to entangle you.
Can I parry that?
No. You can make a save, I believe.
Isn't there a strength check to counter it? Or is it the acrobatics check?
What about, can't I kind of use acrobatics to get out of the way of it?
Let's see, entangle. Right, so you can make a strength saving throw to try and break away from it.
Yeah, athletics.
Can you choose to use dex for this?
No, it's got to be strength. Okay, that's a fail. So it wraps. So it entangles you with these. So these like woody sort of protrusions, almost like tentacle type things that that it shoots out from its body. So you are restrained.
Just going to throw it out there. Jalhan rolled a 2, a 1, a 2, and a 2.
That's crazy low. Wow.
So restrained means your speed becomes 0. Your attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, and you have disadvantage on dex saves.
Okay.
Right. So it's kind of wrapped all these like sort of wood, like almost like branches, thick thorny branches around you. Right. So that's its action, and next to act is Sredni, who's still called Lewis for some reason.
Right, well, she's obviously seeing this unfold and frozen in terror, hence the or frozen in shock, hence the incredibly slow reaction time. Anyway, I'm trying to roleplay this, and then and she defaults to what she casts when she panics, which is Eldritch Blast, and she tries to blast the one that grabbed her dear brother.
Okay. Okay, so that will be half cover.
I've got a feat, Spell Sniper,
Yeah, I know.
which means I ignore 1/2 and 3/4 cover.
Cool. Oh, that's a critical hit.
So is that full on one and 1d10 on the other?
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool. Where's the 10? 1d10 plus 10. I don't add anything else to this, I don't think. No. Come on, give me a 10. Give me a 10. 15 force
15
damage.
damage. Okay.
And this is when you realize what might have actually happened to the other chick in the duel.
15.
What other chick?
I'll tell you later.
15. Okay, right. Takes a massive blast to its chest, tearing away some of its body, its flesh, and these thorns upon it.
And
Right.
then that's it. End of
Yep.
turn.
So it's next round. So reset initiatives. On to second round. Oh, their initiatives are terrible. Wow, that's shocking. Rolled a 1.
Yes.
Just waiting on Cosimo's initiative.
Yeah,
Come on, Istan.
Yeah, 1 second. My mouse is not working. Oh, come on.
Oh, I think it was better when it didn't work.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm used to low rolls. It's fine.
Okay, so first up this round is Sredni.
Being very pleased with her first attempt with Eldritch Blast, she has another go. So
That's
it does
also a
15
hit.
hit.
It does indeed.
So she can't roll damage from here. Just give me a second. Damage from actions. Ooh. Nice.
Another 10 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Blows and all almost completely all the way through. Almost completely all the way through it.
She's done.
Right, next to act is Balak.
Say it again. Poke on the one in front of me.
Okay.
second, I was writing stuff. Check.
That's you just managed to stab it.
Oh. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage.
Wait a minute. And Jalhan's still next to me, so he should get. Where's he gone? Sneak attack. Oh, do I have to roll for sneak attack? Turn, you can deal an extra 1d6 damage. No. You hit with an attack. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, 11.
Oh, nice.
11 points of damage. Okay. Right, you stab it viciously as like it's oozing this like black like tarry substance.
And
I
Ika.
move to one side.
Yep, you can move to step to one side.
Yep, there you go. I'm not getting shot in the ass by an halfling this time.
You weren't shot last round either, so nothing to worry.
Halfling, look. I'd have kicked you across the room.
I'm laughing too. No, I'm not.
We're all laughing on the inside.
Yes, we do.
That's me, Doug. Thank you.
Okay. So you are like moving through its threatened area. It's going to provoke an attack of opportunity doing that.
Yeah, fine.
Yep, you fine with that?
Can't you bonus action disengage as a
Not
rogue?
yet. Level 2.
Oh, you
Okay, right. It as you step to one side, it slashes at you with its like huge clawed
dick.
hand. What passes for a hand?
Does that mean it triggers my action if it's doing that, so I can chop at its arm while it goes to attack it? Well,
Yeah, what does riposte do?
No, it's got
no,
to do
riposte
with
is only
moving through
for me.
You're grappled. You're grappled first of all, and secondly, it has to move through your threatened area
Yeah,
for you to do it.
it has to move through a threatened area or do something or try an action that's not combat action, that's not like an attack.
It's a
So
good
if it-
thinking, but not quite.
So if it
Not
tried
quite.
to like drink a potion or something, then that would warrant an attack of opportunity.
I've got two options at this point. I either get attacked by the big bad by moving after its weight, or I get attacked by Cosimo.
Okay,
Let's be right.
it rolls 13.
Oh, 14. Ha!
Ooh, just misses you. Just catches your jacket. Okay. So next is it. Right, as you watch, right before your eyes, its wounds start to seal up.
Wow, nice one. I wonder.
Okay, right. It then attacks you. Right. So it like sort of pushes, like thrusts out its sort of chest, and these like sort of tendrils and thorny tendrils like erupt from its chest and start wrapping themselves around you. You have to make a strength save.
Who?
Balak. Sorry.
Oh, okay, sure.
So is that an action? Can I attack it now?
No.
It's attacking, so you can't attack it. It's
Yeah, but it's not doing damage, so it's not attacking. It's entangling, which
It's-
isn't an attack. It's an
It's a combat.
an
It's
action.
like a combat action. There's only actions that make it vulnerable get.
How come I couldn't parry it if it's not an attack and I can't parry it? How can I not attack it if it's going through that danger zone that you said?
It's because you only get attacks of opportunity if the like actual thing moves through, passes through a threat area.
So how's its tentacles going to get from next to me to him without going through that area?
Oh, it's a different creature. They're two creatures.
What instead of not these two that are like stood next to me?
No, it's that one.
Yeah, but you're grappled. Yeah, but you're grappled. which means that you can't take any actions right now.
But
And
didn't you just smack the crap out of the one that was grappling me?
yeah, but it didn't let you go. You've got to break its grapple, or we've got to kill it.
Okay.
Is it
No,
just
no, you're
strength?
asking all the right questions, Steve. You'll get the hang of this pretty quick. Don't worry.
Okay, right, that's a fail. So it restrains you.
I looked in the eye, whatever it counts as an eye. Just,
It has got
you're not
eyes.
stuck here. You're not stuck here. I'm not stuck here with you. You're stuck here with me. I'm spit in its face.
Okay, so next is Jalan's turn. Right, so you are restrained, but it doesn't stop you from. You're not stopped from. You can still attack, so you can either try and break out of the restraints around you, or you can attack, but because you're restrained, you attack with disadvantage.
So just out of the question is, the bard's buff that he's given me, is that going to counteract the disadvantage that the other thing is going to give me?
No, because that'll give you. That's just an extra dice you roll. What can you use that on? What can you use that on Esteban?
Pretty much everything.
Saving throws,
Yeah.
attack rolls, D20 rolls.
So you
Ability
could. Yeah.
checks.
So is that going, if I attack, is that going to cancel the disadvantage out?
No,
No,
how it would work. How it would
No,
work
no, no,
is
no.
you would roll your attack at disadvantage, take the lower of the two rolls, and then if you wanted, use that inspiration die to top up your roll to add on to it.
Okay, I'm going
It's
to
a
try that,
D6.
please.
It's a D6. But listen, roll your attacks first. Let's establish the number.
And then decide. Yeah, you
Because
can decide
if it's a
after you
2,
roll.
if it's a
Yeah.
2, no point to do so. If it's borderline like 12, that's when you have to do it.
Agreed.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So if you're within striking distance, use the inspiration. Yeah.
So yeah. So you click on thing, and it'll.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
No need.
That's
Don't bother.
another 2.
No,
I
no,
don't
but
think
it's
this
an
thing
8.
likes me.
It's an 8 with a
That's,
6. You
you
maybe
only-
get 14, so it's not worth trying.
He's only rolled once. He's not rolled with disadvantage. But it
Oh.
doesn't make any difference, does it? Though, because that's the lowest rate. It's not going to get better than that. Right.
Could
Keep
get a
on his
1.
down. Christ.
How many 2s have we rolled? This is amazing.
Okay. So yeah. So you miss.
Good try then.
You've got no move because you can't move because your move is reduced to 0 because you're restrained.
So, the creature that's entrapping me,
Yeah.
that I'm basically attached to, I missed with a sword.
Yes.
Well, you imagine it as in you attacked it, but you couldn't get enough leverage on it to actually do it damage. So your
'Cause
sword
this-
may have like skittered off it or
Yeah,
slid past it.
Because this
or
thing's
something.
got these things like wrapped around you, so it's restraining, it's restricting your movement. So
Okay,
that's
okay.
why you get disadvantage on the attack. So it's making it harder for you to get a swing in.
Yeah.
Okay, so next to act then is Cosimo.
Okay, so Cosimo like to cast a spell onto these 2 monsters.
Okay,
It is called Bane.
Bane.
Oh wow. Okay. Not seen that used before.
You're our only hope.
Oh, then we're fucked.
Up to 3 creatures of your choice you can see within must make a charisma saving throw. Whenever a target that fails saving throws makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll d4 and subtract that number from the roll. Right, so it gives them a d4. If they fail against the spell, then they get a d4 on their attack or saving throws.
Nice.
And how long does that last for?
It's like a minute, I think, isn't it?
So 1 minute.
It says concentration spell, requires a drop of blood. Right, okay. So presumably Cosimo is doing some dreary speech or something. Okay, so saving throw, yeah.
13, DC 13.
It's charisma saving throw, isn't it?
Yep.
Right, so for that one. Okay, so and the other one. Wow. So yeah, they both fail.
Yay!
So they both have a D4 penalty on their attack and saving throws. Okay. All right. Is that it? Is Cosimo doing anything else?
Can't hear you, Istvan.
Yeah, no, I'm not finished. After this, Cosimo turns to Balak and shout at him, heroes never die, and I give him Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
And I'm moving.
Okay.
I'm stepping somewhere here.
Okay. Out of the way.
I'm done.
Radio. Okay, so next to act is this one in front of Jalhan. Again, this one, the injuries on this start to close up and heal. And it attacks Jalhan, so it attacks him with advantage because it's restrained him. And strikes him.
Did you check the D4?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'll take the D4 off. And I'm just assuming there as well that it did strike him. I didn't ask what arm class it got. So,
That's not a very good sign.
Whoops, how many blue dice to
No.
roll there?
No, it isn't.
Oh god, what's happened there? That's alright, so that's 1. So what's Jalhan's armor class?
15.
15. So yeah, it hits him. Where are we? So it hits him. Where's the claw damage gone? There it is. No, we don't. Hits him for 8 points of damage.
Okay, I'm going to parry.
Okay. So look. Parry. When no other creature damage you with melee attack, you can use your reaction and expend 1 superiority. It's a good job you didn't use it, weren't able to use your reaction. And use 1 superiority dice to reduce the damage by the number you roll on your superiority dice plus your dexterity modifier, but you don't currently have a dexterity modifier because you're restrained.
So you can roll your d6 as it. Take that off the damage.
Yeah.
And I want to use the buff that Cosmo gave me as well.
Can you use it for that?
You said I could use it for anything.
No, you can use it for saving throw or attack roll. But what are you doing exactly?
I'm parrying.
Okay, that's an attack, isn't it?
No, it's like a
Battle
debuff.
maneuver. It's like a battle maneuver. Or
Yeah, so
like that.
it reduces damage. It's not actually.
Okay, no, you can't do that on that. Attack
Okay,
roll or saving throw.
What do I roll for my parry? Roll my dex for my dex.
You roll your superiority dice, which is the d6. So normally you'd add your dex bonus as well, but because you're restrained, you haven't got a dex bonus. So you roll your d6, and that reduces the damage you'll take while you're sort of
Nice.
blocking part of the blow. So you've so instead of 8 points of damage, you take 4 points of damage.
That's impressive. I've never seen anyone use battle maneuvers before.
Sorry, I was quiet there. What did you say?
I've never seen anyone use battle maneuvers before.
Okay, so that's the end of that round. And it's next round. Reset initiatives. Round 3. And they rolled crap again, dear me. So don't forget, Steve, you have got one thing you can do as a bonus action. That's second wind, that gives you like it's a way of temporarily healing yourself.
Oh yeah. Okay. Do I have to wait my turn for that?
Yeah, so you do
Yeah.
you do it on your turn, but it's like a bonus action. So it's like an
So
additional action you can do.
As you're
Okay.
unconscious.
Okay, so first to act this round is Balak.
So I am.
Why is Steve unconscious?
I don't know.
You should
Am
be
I-
unconscious.
Second wind caught him.
What happened? Oh, wait a minute. Have I done so? Where's my hit points gone?
Yeah, you've taken all your hit points off.
Can you fix it?
Yeah. Gone into death saves for some reason.
I changed it to six because I only lost 4, and then it's done that for some reason. I didn't.
So it
I don't know what I've
should
done.
be 6.
Do you remember what I
we go.
shouted to you with the bardic inspiration? You may die, but this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
There. It's,
I remembered.
I'll put it right now. I'm not sure what happened, but there,
Thank you.
it's right now.
Sorry, it's just so funny, you know.
Okay, where's my thing gone? Where's my combat tracker gone? There it is. Okay, so yeah, like I said, so Jalan still needs to roll initiative. Okay, so first to act is Balak.
Can I try and break out of this entangle?
Oh, yes, you can. That's used as your action.
Would that be strength?
It'll be yeah, it's the same strength saving throw. Yeah.
I can use the bardic inspiration counter. I'll try that then, Phil. I'll try and bust out of this.
Okay.
Any particular one?
Sorry,
Any particular save that I can do, or is it just strength?
it's a
saving?
strength save.
Strength saving throw. Plus 1d6. Get up, me fucker!
Yes, you managed to break 3.
Ah!
See, it's always good to have a halfling at the house.
I will. I think that's pretty much me done. I might get a bonus action too.
Can use its action to try and make it. Yeah, so that uses your action up. Yeah. Unless you got a bonus action,
I have. I can attack him with dagger, can't I? As a bonus action.
you can.
I'll do that. Just lash out wildly at him. Son of a bitch. It's not a disadvantage, is it? Because I broke free.
No, it's not a disadvantage anymore. No. Okay, that's a hit. You stab it.
Is this 2-weapon fighting?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
That'll do.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice.
Right, you hit it for 7 points of damage. Right, stabbing it in its burying your dagger in its gut. Or what passes for its gut, but it's still alive. Okay, next to act is Cosimo.
So, Cosimo gonna cast Vicious Mockery. No, Cosimo is moving, to see. Sorry, I'm on the different screen. And after this, Cosimo is casting Vicious Mockery on the nearby monster, the nearest one to me.
Okay.
And I'm shouting at him, you have a small hit die, my friend. And he needs to do a saving throw against DC 13.
Okay, what
Wisdom save, please.
wisdom save and what's the DC?
13.
13.
Is it minus 1d4 as well?
Yes.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, it fails.
Okay, so basically he takes a d4 damage.
Okay. You're gonna roll that then?
I'm doing it.
Good.
So-
Wow.
Well, no, 4, yeah. And he has got a disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Right. Very good.
Okay. And
I think I'm done for the turn. And I'm
Radio.
moving back where I started my turn,
Radio.
out of range.
Okay, next to act is Threadeny.
Threadeny steps forward slightly. If she could move herself.
You're on draw tools by the look of it.
Oh, for bloody hell's sake. Now my mouse is frozen as well.
Just use arrow keys.
Is that one of Kafuk's spiritual guardians?
Yeah, probably. I think my mouse battery, I think, has just had a panic and died. Yeah, perfect timing. First world problems. So yeah, I am going to cast my favorite spell that I always default to in a pinch, aiming at the little bastard that's holding, big bastard that's holding onto my darling brother. Does that hit?
Okay, right, strike it.
Roll some, and she hopes to damage it as much as possible. Oh God, another 10.
Okay,
Another max damage. Holy shit!
right. It's a blow. Right, it blasts. It hits it in the shoulder, almost severing its blast. Almost severs its arm.
And I don't have any bonus actions, I don't think. So Threadeny at that point just kind of readies itself to launch another one when the opportunity strikes. And end
Okay.
of turn.
Right, next to act is Jalhan.
Okay, I don't know how this would work, but since though it's already been hit in the shoulder, can I kind of try to knock it over with an attack?
You can try and let me see what that is.
We're still grappled, aren't you?
Yeah, it's holding on to me. So, like, what I'm going to try and do is because you've staggered it, I'm going to see if I can use my weight to take it over.
Gotcha.
Force with
Which should also free up some more space for Bollock.
What's the other one? It's overrun. Dash, disengage, dodge, shot. Can't remember what the other one is. It's overrun, and is it overbear? The other one.
Did you use it on us last week?
Sorry.
Did you use it on us last week?
Yeah,
Can't remember which one it was.
I think it's overbear.
I used some type of rushing thing last week because I had to get over to where that thing had you, didn't I?
Overbear.
Shove aside.
Yeah, that's it. Shove. That's it. Shove. That's what I'm trying to look for. Shove. So the shove aside and the shove and shove aside. So shove, using attack action, you can make a special melee attack to shove a creature, either to knock it prone or push it away from you. If you're able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them. Target of your shove must be no more than one size larger than you and must be within your reach. You make a strength athletics check contested by the target's strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check. The target chooses which. You succeed automatically if the target is incapacitated. If you succeed, you either knock the target prone or push it 5 feet away from you. So you're not going to knock it 5 feet away from you. You might knock it prone, which might put you on top of it. But yes, you can certainly attempt to do that.
So which one will I take? Can I use acrobatics then?
No, it's athletics. It's a strength athletics check. And it does a strength as well.
Wow.
Oh.
Another 2.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
Oh god. For real.
That's incredible.
What?
Right, well, so there's not much chance of it failing. No, so you're not able. So no. It resists your attempt to shove it over.
Okay.
Like I say, you have got a bonus action. You can do your second wind if you wish.
Give you some hit points back.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So your second wind. Where is it? Use a bonus action, and you'll heal 1d10 plus your fighter level up to your max hits. So you're 4 hits down at the moment, but you know 1 hit could kill you, potentially kill you at the minute. So you roll
Is it
one.
critical or normal?
So you roll 1d10 and add 1. Boom.
Ooh, nice.
So that puts you back up to 10 hits. I'll put that in for you. There you go. Boom. Back up to full hits.
Nice one, thank you.
So that's used your second wind. So you can't use that again until you've had a short or long rest.
Yeah, until I've slept and ate and rest properly.
Yeah. Okay. So next to act is the thing next. Well, that was attacking Balak. Right. So again. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. So it doesn't. So its wounds do not heal this time.
Okay.
He failed a roll, I guess, or something.
So
I
you
can
just
only do it once.
let's see. Yeah, can't get it out. What's that? All right. Right. So it just attacks you.
Is this the guy who is near to me?
Yeah, it's the nearest one. So he's got disadvantage on this attack.
Yes, and
Yeah. And the
D4.
well fought. Yeah. Okay, attack with disadvantage. Ooh, right, minus 1d4. What's your armor class?
14.
What? 14.
40. Yeah.
It hits you still. So it slashes you with its claws. And you take 11 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm dead.
So yeah, it's like just gashes Balak across the chest, ripping his chest open, and he slams against the wall and slips to the floor, blood gushing from the massive wound on his chest. So not enough to kill you outright, but you're into death saves, aren't you?
Unfamiliar territory, Phil.
What did you say the other week? I've got to remember not to go toe to toe with stuff. Right, anyway, okay, so that's that one. Next one is the one on Jalan. So, right, so this one is still, Jalan's still restrained, entangled, so it attacks Jalhan with its claw. So that's advantage. And right, it hits Jalan.
It had a D.
Oh, D4, yeah. Sorry,
D4.
I'll take that off. To me, forgot about that.
Did you take the 1d4 buff?
I
buff
did,
you
yes. I did. Took it off, yeah.
Fuck off.
Sorry.
We heard that.
Jalan's armor class is 15. So 2. So yeah, it still hits Jalhan as well, just. Okay, so that's 9 points of damage.
What are you doing, Phil? Huh?
Can't I parry again?
You can try and parry again. You've got I think you still got your reaction. You still got a reaction, yeah, I believe.
Yep. Hasn't used it.
Yeah, well, last time you used it, weren't it? Yeah, you can try and parry. So use your. Oh, hold on, mate. You've used your superiority dice, haven't you?
Yes. You got me to use it for second wind.
No,
No,
you
that
don't
don't use. That don't
That
use
doesn't use
superiority.
superior. Nice. How many do you have?
I don't know, one I think at the
One.
minute.
Yeah, 1 at first level. You get 1 superiority dice. Used to it, so no, you can't. You can't parry. You've used it. Use your superiority dice.
Okay.
So you got 1 hit left.
Wow.
Okay, and it's the end of that round. It's next round. Reset initiatives. Wow, Jan's rolled a
Yeah, I've got
unicorn.
1 life point left, but I can roll a 20 now.
It might be an idea to use your action to. Oh, you're restrained though, aren't you? You can't get away from it at the minute. At least they're acting last. Okay, so first to act is Jalhan.
Okay. So is this thing like... It's really close.
It's critically injured. Yeah, it looks like it looks like it's barely alive at the minute. But it's still got a firm hold of you, so you can still. Oh my god!
Okay.
How many twos is that? That's crazy.
Yeah, it'll give me a 20 to defend myself and keep me alive, but it won't give me anything to actually hit anything.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so unfortunately Jalhan misses. So Balak, you must make a death save.
We don't do that.
It's just a
D20.
20. It's just a D20, isn't it? I don't know. Some sheets let you do it on from the sheet.
No, I can't roll it 1d20.
And then add a constitution bonus if you have any.
I do.
Yeah.
Just two.
Pass.
It's a pass. So that's 1 pass.
Cosimo.
So Cosimo has got a
Next.
plan. He is moving somewhere here, so for a better view. After this, I am casting Healing Word on Balak, and I'm
Okay.
shouting to him, remember what I told you, heroes never die.
Go ahead then.
Why is it not roll up? I clicked on it. We can start again.
Healing word. You have no available first spell slots. First level spell slots. left.
I used only one, so I should have.
It's maybe because they've not been you're not reset them for some reason. Yeah,
I
they've not been
don't know.
reset. So
I'm
how many
sorry,
first level spells have you cast? You've cast
I did
One.
cast one.
yeah,
again.
so 1. So you got 1 left there. There you go. You just I'll put it back, so you should be able to cast it now.
Okay.
I've just got to step away from the mic a minute, sorry, I've just got to take my dog out quick.
Go. Healing. Click on the healing button. Five.
You get 5 hit points back. After this, I'm still mouthing, all the jobs, everything I have to do in this party and blah blah blah, things like that. And after this, I will shoot at the nearby monster with my hand crossbow.
Okay. So Balak is currently prone.
Does a 11 hit?
Does an 11 hit? No, it does not. It just misses.
Okay, after this, I'm moving back to the shadows.
Okay. Okay, and next to act is Thredany.
She takes aim at the one that's still wrapped around her brother and hope her luck holds.
Oh, it does, yes. Right,
Does.
with a well-aimed blast, you take the head clean off its shoulders,
Holy
and it
shit, I've
and
rolled
it,
like a demon. Mine.
it collapses to the floor. As it does, it's the sort of things entangling wrapped around Jalhan sort of just crumble to dust.
So,
And it falls to the floor, cracking and crumbling its cells.
so do I mean, I had a loaded crossbow, but I haven't used it yet. Am I able to use a bonus action to fire it?
Not unless you've got something that says you can.
No, nothing like that. Okay, keeping a close eye on the other creature, because I'm not sure if it's still going to be distracted. Threadeny will back up to the door and just glance up to make sure there's just to make sure there's nothing coming down to attack them down the stairs.
Okay.
She hasn't met this innkeeper, but he's clearly up to the eyeballs in some pretty weird occult horse shit. And that's it.
Okay, so Balak, you're prone but conscious.
It's not my turn.
You were higher up in the initiative order.
Oh, so because I've come back in now, have I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Oh,
Because you got healed.
The halfling did the job again. Yeah.
You went down and came back again.
So because he's healed you enough to bring you up.
I can use all my movement to stand up, can't I?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that, and then I'll attack this one that's next to me.
Okay.
Be right back.
So
He's
so standing up will provoke an attack of opportunity unless you use an athletics check.
Why would I not use an athletics check then?
Go ahead then. I believe that's good enough.
Keep up.
Okay, so you keep up.
And then launch it with rapier. Oh yeah, using all the momentum I've got.
Okay. Go ahead then.
It's not clusters flanking, is it? So
No.
Rapier, standard ground, attack. Wrong way. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, he keeps up and flails at midair.
Right,
Does
yeah.
nothing.
So you completely miss.
As a bonus action, then I'll attack him with my dagger.
Okay, that's a disadvantage because I forgot about that last time. So yeah, fumble, disadvantage in your next thing. That's a miss as well.
I might just sit back down.
Okay, so next to act is it. You don't want to sit back down because it's it. Right. So
It's still at disadvantage and minus 1d4, yeah?
it is,
D6.
yeah. I believe
Fuck
so.
for that.
Yeah, correct.
So
Let's see your god roll now.
right. It sort of sees you scrambling to your feet and lunging at it, so it lowers its head and attempts to gore you with its horns.
Nice.
So it's a disadvantage, and it misses.
It steam into the wall and kill itself.
No, it doesn't charge at you this time. It just tries to.
It doesn't have disadvantage. That's only once after vicious mockery.
Oh, it's only once. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's was wrong.
In which case, the higher roll would have been a 14
Minus D4.
minus D4.
My AC is 14, so it's going to be -1 at least. Still
Yeah,
nice.
so it's
-3, so that's 11 plus 3, so that's 14.
Oh, fuck off.
so close.
Going to sleep again.
Okay, right, so it does 5 points of damage, 6 points of damage.
Yeah, it's funny that. Just enough, isn't it?
You know, do I have any more spell slots, or am I out of spell slots?
No, you've
You
had
had the
two,
spell
haven't
slots,
you, now?
yeah, that's spell slots. Right, so it sort of like lunges, ducks its head down and lunges at Balak, gouging him with its horns and lifting him up and throwing him against the wall, and he just hits the floor, bleeding again.
You just hit, for fuck, and then there's nothing. Splosh.
Prone again.
Splashed against the wall.
Okay, that's the end of that round.
Yeah.
Reset initiative. Next round, round 4. So, so we should supposed to. Actually,
I'm
we
back,
should
sorry.
have skipped George, shouldn't we, last time? Right.
Well, what you missed was Balak getting saved with a healing word and then promptly got smacked again and went down again.
Waste his spell slot.
But the one that had you all wrapped up is dead.
And I'm dead as well.
No,
You're fine.
you've still got one. You're barely clinging on. You've got 1 hit left. You just need to roll your initiative.
Okay, my screen says I'm dead.
No, that's my blood that's all over you, probably.
Yeah, you're very wounded. You're not dead.
Near death.
There's
Wow.
another 20.
Another 20 on the initiative.
Yeah, I only get to roll 20 when it's like this.
Okay.
You do fast misses.
Okay, so Jalhan is first to act. Attack. Well, I presume you're going to attack. It's a disadvantage, of course. Unfortunately.
Why?
Am I still disadvantaged if he's dead?
Oh no, he's dead, isn't he? Sorry, no, yeah,
Yeah,
sorry,
oh,
I
yeah,
apologise.
no,
Yeah,
no.
it's dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you're fine. Yeah, you're not restrained anymore either. So there's just this other one at the side of you. Oh
That's a
my
joke.
god!
This is fucking stupid.
Can I have an ability that lets me re-roll my dice?
There's an
There's
ability
the
called Lucky Feet. You can reroll it 3 times per day. You know the D20 roll.
Yeah, you
This
can,
fuck-
and you've
this
got
is
your half
obscene.
looks, and can't. Oh no, you can't. You haven't
Yeah,
got
that's a different thing. The best way to do, you play a halfling, and you have, the halfling lucky feet, sorry, the racial ability, that other lucky feet, and you can pick up other feet to help others to reroll as well. That's the best combination. You are master of the dice.
Wow.
But not today.
But not
not
today.
today.
No.
Not today, but it's really funny to do so.
I've seen some bad rolls, Stephen, but fuck me, this is terrible.
This
It's
is
horrible,
incredible.
isn't it?
This
I've
is-
never
Listen,
seen anything like it.
You might want to drop out next session. Don't you?
It makes me think that Phil's got a switch, and every time I roll the dice for an attack, he's just like, yeah, this
I
is
just-
nothing.
Kick the table every time.
No, he got this big mushroom push button, like on chat shows, Bing!
Have you actually seen my rolls though? They've like rolled through on like an 18, 19, or 20, and then at the last second flicks roll 1 over 2.
That's teasing the program. That's teasing.
Yeah,
for it.
it's just teasing you.
Okay,
Right, okay.
it's
Cosimo,
Cosimo.
you're next.
Cosimo is moving out from the shadows. I'm gonna take a shot, with my hand crossbow against the monster. I'm cursing, all the jobs. I have to do everything here. I just tell them, faccio tutto io, e tu, niente. Which means I do all the jobs, and what do you do? Nothing. I mean, you guys. That is what it means in Italian.
Oh, miss.
hogy a kurva anyját neki. Okay. I think we are going. They are dead. Bye. There's nothing else I can do, you know.
Right. What does creature do then?
I'm moving away. I'm moving away.
Right. Well, so
I'm done.
so it turns inevitably and attacks Yalheim. Yalham.
Don't forget the D4 minus.
Yep. Right. Oh, crap, not that.
Can I make a persuasion roll and shout for it to look behind it?
Full panda. What's that?
If somebody else were attacking, you could assist in the same in doing some stuff like that by distracting it. Yes.
Can I make a suggestion? Would you like to give magic missile spell to a bard as well on level 1 so we can survive this stupid encounter? Thank you. Make it a cantrip because I am out of spells anyway. Only with one
Guys,
arrow.
I don't have.
It's
Guys,
a
I'm gonna have to
D4.
drop-
D4.
guys, I've got to drop off soon. So if we want to wrap it up, we're gonna have to speed up things.
Okay, right. It lunges, attempting to gouge Jalham, but misses. Just catching his arm, but not doing him any damage.
Okay, I'm going to use respite. Can I use that?
I have no idea.
What's that?
If he tries to attack me with a melee attack and misses, I can counter-attack it.
That sounds good. You have to spend a superiority
Yeah,
die
it says
to do
another
it.
It says another superiority dice action.
Can you do it without the superiority
No,
dice?
it needs superiority dice.
Right.
Can I do it or not?
No,
No.
you have to
No.
spend a superiority dice to trigger it.
And how many superiority dice do I have?
One per rest,
Okay.
and you used it on the parry, which did save your life before.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Okay, right. When all is looking bleak, a blast of Eldritch energy tears down the corridor, popping the head on this on the sole surviving creature, and it topples to the ground dead.
Okay, I'm going to bed.
And you hear Threadany snarl something in a language most of you probably won't understand. Something like, "Fuck you can't know yes, do it."
I believe Balak's entitled to a death save.
No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. It's just a D20 in it plus con, which is 2. 1D.
That's a fail.
Alright.
That's one fail and one pass. Is somebody going to
So-
come and save
No,
you?
because I came back to life, sorry.
No, it's just one fail.
Can I help him?
Oh yeah, it's one
Anyway.
fail.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, if you got a healing kit, you can try and stabilize him.
Can I try to help as well on this roll, please?
Uh-huh.
Can you roll with advantage?
Oops.
I don't think I've got a healing kit.
Where are we?
I do have 2 gold coins for his eyelids if we fail.
No, it's too expensive. It's only supposed to be coppers.
Listen, if he fought well, he deserves gold.
So character has
Let-
been reduced to 0 hits or less, must be stabilized before they can regain conscious, either by succeeding at 3 death saves, being tended to by another character with a successful DC medicine check, or receiving magical or other healing. However, they do not regain consciousness until they gain at least 10 hit points minus their Constitution bonus. So you don't need a you don't need a healer's kit. You can stabilize him without a healer's kit.
What do we need to do? Medicine roll?
Yeah, medicine roll DC 10. You don't get many hits. It just just stops him from dying.
Is anyone happy to assist on this so we have an advantage on it or something?
Yeah, I'll assist.
Okay, so I roll twice, I guess, yeah?
Trident will say, I think he's bleeding over there. You need to stop that bleeding over there.
Oof, just. Oh no, that was Jalan. Oh my god.
I'm going home. I'm not playing next week. Whatever. I will play video games. Far more entertaining.
Wow. Dear me. They're trying to kill you.
Listen, I'm coming up with news press. You can't trip magic beside one dart, okay?
I've
First
got
of all,
I've got an
three
idea.
spell slots and healing potions. Thank you.
I've got an idea, and it might work, it might not. What if I try and attack Balak, and because I'm rolling that badly, it'll probably bring him back to life.
Yeah, you're gonna roll with 20 now, don't you?
Okay, so Balak needs to make another death saving throw before somebody can make another attempt to save him. Oh my god. You're just not heading towards the light today. That's 2 death
Hey, I've
saves.
got this. Trust me. Here we go.
What are you doing?
Maybe I haven't.
Okay, so I like to do the healing with assistance again, please. The medicine check.
Dearie.
Can I?
Yeah, you can do. You can. This is well. Balak gets one more death save now.
Come on, you can do it.
Me.
Where's his death save? Balak's death save.
Well, I seem to.
That was a medicine skill check, wasn't it?
Oh,
Yeah, from us to
right.
stabilize him.
Okay, so yeah, Balak just at the last at death's door is saved.
Dragged back.
Let
kicking
me
and screaming.
explain. I'm slapping his face. Don't die on me! Don't die on me!
Hey, you rolled 20. That's 2 saves, isn't it? For a 20 critical save.
Yeah.
See, my method worked. Halfling way. This is the way.
Okay, so he's not dead, but he's not conscious.
But is he still dying or not?
No, he's not still
No.
dying. No, he's stabilized, but he's not conscious.
Okay, that's fine. He just has to
Does
sleep.
it class as 1 HP then, or what?
No, you're
yeah.
unconscious until you get hit points back of 10 minus your con bonus.
Yeah, so you got 1 hit, but you're still unconscious because you've just like. In fact, that's a good point. You might suffer an injury because you've nearly died. Yeah.
Flash one.
Oh, are we okay to pause here? I've got to go walk some dogs.
I imagine
Yeah,
that's a pretty good spot.
This was very funny and epic. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Phil.
We've got to count how many 2s we rolled, how many 2s Steve rolled, because that was incredible. Didn't like it. That
I
was-
should unlock something for doing so
Yeah,
badly.
I think a special achievement there.
that's
I get
great.
a cap that allows me to live. I only ever have 1 hit point.
Listen, we are living on the edge. That's how it should be.
Right, thanks guys. I'll catch you
Alright.
Sunday.
Catch you
Okay.
later.
Bye bye.